But
It's
once
shit.
upon a time.
But I liked it.
I just remember she was like, "Oh, you like Robert Carlyle a lot, and he's in it." And then
Yes, he is.
I watched it, and oh my god, like Robert Carlyle in green makeup prancing about as a little goblin boy, and I was like, this is so embarrassing.
You should love all that.
Ah.
He wasn't a goblin, he was Rasputin. Not Rasputin.
No, that I'd watch.
What's the other R one? Rumpelstiltskin.
He's a little goblin guy.
Because Rasputin belongs to Disney now too. The Fox, the Don Bluth Anastasia.
Oh,
Because
does it?
Fox was bought by Disney.
Oh.
So and
They won in the end.
They always do.
I mean, Don Bluth only made one good movie, so they were always kind of winning, I guess.
Yeah, we watched a load of Don Bluth movies recently because people were always like.
They all suck except for one.
I like 3.
Which ones do you like?
The Land Before Time.
Not really a fan.
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Hate that.
You hate it?
It's so shit.
It's not.
Burt Reynolds is charismatic. That's all it's got going for it.
It's a lovely movie.
It's not good.
It is. And the Secret
of Name, the good one with the hot mouse woman.
Oh my goodness.
Mouse milk.
But the one with the little Russian Jewish mice was shit.
Oh, American Tail sucks.
That was awful.
It's so bad.
I don't know how that was popular.
Everybody loved that.
And what was the other one?
It's terrible.
Where Elvis was a cockroach.
Rockadoodle-doo.
That
one was
awful.
always hated, I believe.
Yeah, but that was awful.
That one was never a big hit.
What other one did we watch?
We watched
Anastasia.
more.
We watched
Anastasia.
I loved that as a kid, but it didn't hold up very well.
No, it's pretty bad. Do you know the song Pride and Joy? That's Stevie. I do not. I don't think I've ever heard of Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay, let's play.
Right, play a game. Where were we? The Milfett family.
Oh, she's Eve. I get it.
Which of his toes did George shoot off at target practice with Bree? Why don't you know?
Is George the son that's gay?
I have no idea. I can't remember. Start. There we go, we're in. There's Bingus.
What year is this from?
2006, I think. It's the same year as Oblivion. So that's what you should expect in quality. He played guitar in some of Bowie's songs. Oh, at least he didn't sing or compose.
Are any of the actors from the show doing the voice acting?
One, I think. Literally the narrator, and that's it.
Who was the narrator?
I don't remember her name.
Well, I mean the actress's name.
I have no idea. I don't remember her name. Oh, it's a bit stuttery. Hello, Burden Milfett. Last thing we did in this game was comfort Burden Milfett about being molested by his teacher. And neither of them really seem to take it seriously. So how are you doing today?
What's up, Mom? Do you have a question for me?
Who was the girl I saw you holding hands with last week? We just went over all this. He has a new girlfriend.
Oh, you know, Mom. Just a girl.
What, are you cheating on Ashley or whatever her name was? Ellison. He was the reason he was no longer being molested. The reason he was no longer being molested by the teacher is because he was running off to be with a woman called Ellison.
That's nice.
And we were like, oh, maybe Ellison's causing his bad grades. But no, it was because the teacher was like, let him be molested again or else I'll tank his career.
You told me already.
When do I get to meet her?
That's very
It's too late, Mom.
very
I've
deferring,
moved
aren't
on.
you?
You've moved on? You've moved on already?
Exactly. An entire week ago? I'm just not ready for a longer-term relationship.
That's gross dialogue that you could play.
Don't worry, I completely understand the needs of a young man. I don't know, like
she doesn't
that.
look old enough to be his mother. Did you
Well,
choose her design, or did she just come like
No,
this?
we had like 3 faces to pick from, so I just chose a random one, basically.
I mean, he looks way too old to be a teenager.
Yes,
And
but he
she
is in
looks-
high school.
And she looks way too young to be his mother.
Also, there are boxes of Slim Fast everywhere, because they got sponsored.
Of course.
I completely understand the needs of a young, virile man.
That's gross.
I'd love to chat it up with you now, but I'm late for a date.
Fair enough.
See you later.
Bye. Yeah, I can't really zoom in on my face that much. Like, that's as far as we can get in.
See
We
you
have
later,
wrinkles.
alligator.
We look a bit like Kate Blanchett.
See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile.
Are you from the 1920s? Right, what are we doing today? Let's see our quest log. During poker night, the ladies gossiped about how Daniel Fox, the local gay, has managed to ruffle some feathers. Speaking with Daniel about this might alleviate future hurt feelings.
How did he hurt people's feelings?
I don't know. Well, one of them was saying... I didn't even get that from the conversation. Basically, during the poker night, one of the women was saying, like, oh, I'm going away on holiday. You'll have to get somebody else for the poker night. What about Daniel? He's a gay. It's basically the same thing.
The same thing as well.
As a woman, because it's a ladies' night.
Did she say that?
Basically. And they were like, I don't know about having a man. And then they were like, well, he is a gay. And then... the other, I think maybe it was Brie or Gabrielle, one of them said, I don't know how to feel about the gays. It's weird competing with a man for that sort of thing. So, it's all got a bit weird.
You're not competing with him, though, are you? Like, if a guy is, unless he's bisexual, unless you're saying you're competing...
He could be bi. I don't know if they knew what that was in 2006 on American TV.
No, but
Brie said it. Okay.
Brie's an awful woman.
I don't know when this is set in terms of the show. Like what series or whatever. Because her husband seems to be dead, who Emma thinks is Kyle MacLachlan.
I think it was Kyle MacLachlan.
And her son, I think, is out and gay now, maybe? I need you to rewrite all the dialogue for this game. Did you save our boy? Yes, we did save Burden. Yes, we blackmailed the cougar. Hello, gay.
How are you?
My friendly neighborhood gay. I'm good. How are you, Daniel?
Actually, I'm doing great, sweetie. What can I help you with?
See, he has his more than one button undone. He has a necklace and it's spiked hair and he calls people sweetie. That's how you knew. Even before we were told, that's how we knew he was a gay. Well, Daniel, I need to tell you something. I don't want to gossip, but the other wives are a bit frustrated with trying to keep up with you. Or the Wisteria Lane girls were gossiping about you. I think they feel threatened.
And what's the angry one?
You might want to temp it down a notch. Between your wardrobe and your refined social graces, you're stifling our confidence.
What?
I don't know.
None of those options make sense.
I have been nice to Daniel so far. So I think I'm going to keep being nice to Daniel because we want to get in with the local gays. He says that's his brother in the background, but I suspect it's his husband.
Well, that's a shame. I was hoping to enlist them to be models for my fashion show.
He's also a fashion designer.
It wouldn't legally be his husband in 2006.
I think they're secretly, like, secret married, I guess.
Yeah.
Like while we were married.
We're not married.
We're married.
We're not married.
We're married.
We're not married.
You're my wife.
No, I'm not.
You're my beautiful wife.
We'll just play the game.
Okay. You're a desperate housewife?
No, I'm not.
Okay. You looked so genuinely upset by that.
Actually, that sounds wonderful. I'm sure the women would love to hear that.
I don't know if they would. Divorce incoming.
Yes. I'm going to make the 5 most popular women in Fairview my models.
Oh no, it's going to be a competition.
Oh dear. That's causing drama.
Only the 5 most popular? Don't you have room for everybody?
Honey, I just don't have room for everyone.
Honey.
Since it sounds like I'm upstaging them, I'll just stand behind the curtain so that the flowers of Wisteria Lane can be seen in full bloom.
God, this died.
What do you mean?
It's awful.
This was written by, I think, the showrunner.
Who is the showrunner?
I don't know, but this was written by at least a couple of writers on the show. So this is accurate, I think.
Listen, the criteria for determining popularity will be pretty familiar to the women in this town.
Can you tell me what they are? Because I'm new and also don't remember my life.
The most important thing on Wisteria Lane is appearance.
Well, I'm a MILF, I think. A woman's gotta look good. Presentation is everything these days. Uh-huh. Or, darn it, here was I thinking I'd be able to coast through life on my IQ. Which one?
I'm not choosing. They're all awful.
I'm gonna choose that one. I'm gonna have a little bit of a sarky edge. I think a gay would appreciate that. I just think, at least in this show, a gay would appreciate some sarcasm.
Not just a woman's beauty, but also the ability to design a beautiful garden will be a factor. Adding some rare
we've
but
done that.
aesthetically
We've hired
pleasing
a hot
flowers will show everyone
gardener.
you're not afraid of a little hard work.
Okay. Isn't that what a gardener's for?
They can also improve the presentation of their home by doing some interior design work.
What's that got to do with being a model?
I'm shit at it. I've done no interior design except make a stone shower because I was filthy and hadn't cleaned in a few days. Gotta be more important things than appearance, surely. The absence of airborne pathogens. I think it's based on earlier seasons before Lee and his husband moved in. There's an actual gay couple in it? That should be easy enough.
There's also another qualification.
Another one?
Cleanliness is next to godliness. Not that I
Oh,
necessarily
not me.
believe in God,
I can
but
be filthy.
there's nothing
In
like
fact,
a clean
maybe they'd
house to
prefer
gain
it.
some respect around the neighborhood.
My home's always immaculate. I'm gonna need to hire a cleaner as well.
Can
Because
you-
I'm not doing any of this shit. I already have the hottest gardener. I slept with him.
Did you?
And
You cheated on your husband?
yeah, well, I don't even know if he's my husband.
Oh, yeah, you told me she'd forgotten everything.
Yeah, and he's very controlling and weird.
There's multiple gays. The creator of the show is
Oh
gay.
god.
It's like a sex...
It's like Sex in the City, where it's
Yeah,
like a
like-
bizarrely homophobic show made by a gay guy.
Yeah.
Or Friends? Friends, where it's really homophobic and one of them's gay, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Bizarre. How'd that happen? My home is always immaculate.
Well, I didn't like the gay characters in Sex and the City. The women always treated them like dogs. Like they were their pets.
I've never seen it.
Yes,
I can't
you,
comment.
you saw that clip, and it was
Oh,
like
I saw a clip of
her
the movie.
gay best friend is marrying my gay best friend. Like they were
Mm.
dogs instead of people.
Well, that's the movie, which I don't think anyone likes.
Justice for lesbian
Obviously,
Catherine, though they
relationships
fumble
with
that
other
story.
people are very important as well.
There's very rarely
Popularity is earned
lesbians
by
on
having
these
great
shows. It's like they're
relationships,
frightened
you
of
know.
them. It's like I can read like American TV lesbians. Can you think of many? I can think of
Catherine.
apparently Catherine. I can think of Tara and Willow. It's really
Here's a harder one. Think of ones that are not conventionally feminine, that are more androgynous, or even butch.
Ah, God, they'd be fucking terrified of that. They'd be so scared of that.
The
They're
bi
like Reddit.
The bi episode of Sex City is awful.
I've heard that where they're like bisexuality doesn't exist or whatever.
Which is kind of funny because one of the actresses is.
Yes. Again, it's weird how this happens. You'd think she'd be like,
Well,
what?
she'd have no control over
I
it
guess
there,
so.
right?
Okay, popularity is earned by having great relationships. I think my relationships are shit as well. I don't know if I'm going to win this.
Finally, remember that friendship and respect are two sides of the same coin. You will need to earn both from your peers. So, while taking care of the home and earning your neighbor's respect, you also need to take the time to be friendly
That's a
with
lot
your
of
neighbors.
stuff. No
That
wonder
is a
they're
lot
so
of
desperate.
stuff, yeah.
Well, that was quite a little speech I gave. I even
I don't
impressed
like this man.
myself.
He's
Anyway,
their local
I hope
gay.
that
He's a
helps you
dick.
understand the grounds for the contest.
Saying
local
that
gay.
women have to be all these things. He's a little, who the fuck does he think he is?
He's a fashion designer, sweetie, from the city. But he's come here to like chill out.
Doesn't seem very chilled.
I hope that gets you to understand the ground rules. Okay, fine.
I
Thank you
watched
very
the first
much.
episode of Desperate Housewives
Oh, no.
in honor of today's stream.
You did say the obvious. At least I have a head start on the other women. Thank you very much. We'll just be nice to Daniel. I want him on side. What are my relationships then? Oh, am I getting a phone call?
Hello. May I speak with the lady of the house, please?
That is me. This is the therapist that my husband signed me up for without asking me.
Mm-hmm. To try and make you remember things.
No, just to sort of go like, oh, you're being a bit weird. Like, you know, I'm just going to sign you up.
Is my nose
And then
okay?
Yes. And then we signed up to him and we talked to him. And then that's when it came out that, like, we don't even remember getting with our husband. And
You didn't know that already?
he's really controlling.
You
and
didn't
stuff
know
like
already that
No.
you didn't remember getting with your husband?
No, like, in the game told us.
Oh, but she knew already.
Yes. Hello, doctor.
Ah, how have you been?
Okay. We've found a lot of weird shit. And my son got molested.
Well, I was just calling to find out when you would like to come down for our follow-up session. And from the sound of it, it might not be a bad idea for us to schedule that for today.
God, you're free, I guess.
How much are you paying him?
I have no idea. I don't think we actually earn any money. I think we get an allowance from our husband,
'Cause you're
so
just-
he might be paying.
Because you're a Desperate Housewife.
Yes. That would be wonderful. See you soon.
I suppose. Until then.
Oh, you're not very enthusiastic, are you? Okay. Go to the therapist again. Oh my god. Okay.
Hi, Sample.
Gardens, cleaning house, befriend Gabrielle, and befriend Susan. Apparently we've befriended everybody else, but we need to befriend Susan and Gabrielle in order to become hot shit.
The new Sex and the City is meant to be shit.
Oh, what's it called
Just
again?
like that.
Oh, no.
No
Yes,
one likes
I've heard that. I mean, I think I would hate the other one as well, or the original one, but I've heard bad things about this one.
I only watched the original one because I was 10 or 11 and I wanted to see sex. And my mum came in and Samantha was blowing some guy. And my mum was like, turn that off!
Ah!
You're not watching that.
How old were you?
So no, 12.
That's fine. 12. There's nothing in Sex and the City that a 12-year-old can't see, surely. It's on network TV. Right, let's browse the web. We're gonna hire a fucking amazing maid, I'm assuming, because I want to clean my house better. Gardening. We have the hottest boy.
This is more boring than I was expecting.
Hire, cleaning, hire, and home.
You're just doing housewife stuff.
Well, this is the first time we've actually had to do any, to be honest. Let's go to the therapist session.
I watched it with my mom sometimes. I watched it with my mom once or twice, but the blowjob was too much.
Are we our own desperate housewife, or are we one of the main gals from the show? We are our own new housewife, who maybe dies at the end of this. I don't know how they tie it in. Let's go to the therapist session. We need to get in our Chrysler Pacifica, which is also a sponsor.
Emma, please. We are heavily invested in our desperately terrible life.
Wait, gardener. There we go. And
Why?
maid.
He's walking around with no shirt on.
Seduce.
Hello.
I'm worried about my therapy session. I need to be dicked down. What would you say if I had some other work I wanted you to do for me?
What's he walking around with no shirt on?
I'm not sure what to say.
Oh, don't worry. You won't have to say anything. Your mouth will be busy.
What about your husband?
I'm sure he wouldn't mind us playing around for a bit.
I knew there was something special between us. I could tell by the way you looked at me.
Well, why not come upstairs with me now and plant a few kisses? Trim my bushes. There we go. Your feet!
The gardener in the show is called John, and Gabby's sticking him. Wasn't he underage? Was he like 16 or something?
Oh, God. Okay, fantastic.
Very nice. I'm glad you asked me to go upstairs with you.
Thank you as well.
He
I
was
had a good
15?
time. Oh my God!
Ew.
Is it a different gardener? I think so. Maybe they're all just like identical twins. He looks a little bit like a knockoff Ryan Gosling.
Gabby was the worst. She was horrible.
I think we have to befriend Gabby in a
She was
second.
horrible.
Gabrielle?
What did they call? I remember her being called Gabby.
I have no idea.
She was horrible.
Uh,
Like Bree. No, Bree was the worst person, I suppose.
I'm always ready for anything you need me for.
But there was something
I
about
always enjoy
Gabby
my
that I
time
really
spent.
hated.
hmm.
I think it's because Gabby had a little daughter who was very, like, overweight.
Oh God, no! I'm sure they handled that well.
I don't remember her I only watched one or two episodes. I don't remember her directly doing anything mean, but the implication was always there.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was somebody's daughter, not somebody's gay son, I hated Gabby more than I hated Brie.
Oh. Right, let's go to our therapy session. Make sure your garden is well tended, weed and pest free. Well, that's going to be fine, I think.
They all get better except Susan. She should have been a wank stain in a sock, but sadly she couldn't.
Jesus Christ, that's brutal.
I've heard that people don't like Susan. I remember her being fairly nice in the episodes I watched.
I don't hate her as much as some of the others so far.
Then there was the blonde one, Felicity Hoffman,
Oh,
who had
Martina.
had a load of kids. What?
Is she the one who scammed the college?
In real life,
Yes, in
definitely.
real life. Increases social. I think she's the... Wait, is she the...
Do you have the time?
Oh, maybe she isn't. I thought she was the one that my husband is clearly cheating on me with. But no, I think she's even hotter.
Gabrielle gets better, then worse again. I thought it was
Thanks
I
anyway.
remember them calling
See
her
you
Gabby.
around. Goodbye, then.
Okay, you're just a random. Fine, sorry. Didn't mean to intrude. Is he in? Where's my therapist?
Is that the therapist?
Between 9 and 5? It's 7 p.m., you fucker!
Is that the therapist's wife?
I have no
Tina?
idea. She's just a random, I think. She was just here. Alright, I guess we'll have to go to sleep for that, because it's not quick enough. Let's go home. Let's go talk to Gabby, then. Befriend Gabrielle and Susan. Those are the last two things. Miss therapy because of dick action. It's actually true. Right,
That's all the
where's
therapy
Gabrielle?
she needs.
Oh. Gabrielle and Carlos are in here. Who's Carlos? Is that her husband or son? I'm not sure we're allowed to complain about our husband. Say it like
Hello.
husband, but
You wanted
hoary.
to see me?
Hello. Despite what you may think, Gabby, it's not always about you. We knocked on her door! Who doesn't want to see you, Gabby?
No, to be a sucker.
Well, those are my only two options.
Either
It's
being
always
really-
be really mean or be nice. It's like Mass Effect. Can you be a lesbian and smash?
Is there
I
not
don't
just a-
think the
there
game
should
would respect
be
it.
the neutral option? There was a lesbian in it.
Catherine or whatever her name was?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, though.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Actually, I'm sure I would have found some way to compliment my cute new hairstyle.
Oh, I understand what you mean.
I don't like her.
You look so glamorous. I heard Carlos might buy you another car. I just realised that I've never seen you wear the same outfit twice. Oh, well, we need to befriend her.
You're so lucky.
Am I? I'm so lucky? What do you mean?
You obviously have no idea how good you have it. Just imagine what it would be like if I wasn't your neighbor.
Fucking hell.
Hate her.
No European luxury cars driving past your house. And when would you ever see such expensive jewelry up close? The mall. Come on, that's a laugh.
Jesus Christ. You're right, I never thought of it that way. Oh.
Do you have to be her friend? Can't you just be her enemy?
Maybe. I'm not really sure, but it says befriend Gabrielle.
Well, can't you just disobey?
Well, how then will we be the most popular housewife on the street, Emma?
Would you have to be those popular housewife?
I don't know, it's part of the checklist.
But couldn't you just be unpopular?
We probably could be.
I really
Enemies
have to
to
run now,
lovers.
or I'll be late for Ulrich, my Swedish masseuse. Well, toodaloo.
You said masseur there. Alright, raise your friendship and respect levels to a combined total of 100 or higher. What is my friendship and respect levels? I have no fucking idea what my friendship or respect levels are. Is it in here? Oh my god. Okay, Lynette's easy.
Yeah, that's the one with all the kids.
Yes. Bree we're apparently friends with. Oh, Bree loves us! We're apparently best friends with Bree. Edie doesn't really like us very much. Who the fuck is Mike and Todd? Who are these men? We don't care about the men in this game. They're not desperate housewives. That old woman, we hate her because we unveiled that her husband ran away. So Susan. Susan doesn't really like us that much somehow. Gabrielle, 48 out of 200. She does not respect us at all. Holy shit. She has zero respect for us. And so does Susan. Why the fuck does Susan not respect us at all?
Were you nice to Susan?
I guess so. I think I was nice to Susan. Gabrielle, slap. I don't know if we
Yeah,
can
slap her! Go on, slap her, that'd be great.
Have a heart-to-heart discussion. Fine, we'll slap her. Okay, fine.
What if you just broke it into her house?
She let me in. It's her fault.
Go on, slap the bitch!
Jesus
Okay,
Christ!
That's it. You better have a damn good reason for ruining my makeup.
It's like those reality TV shows. What are they called? Where the housewives fight all the time. What are they called?
I don't know.
The Real Housewives of blah 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 blah. Various places, and they get into fights.
How do we pull out of
beat the
this?
shit out of her.
If you don't pipe down, model girl, I'll slap
Go
the
on.
other side.
Maybe she'll respect you. It's like in prison, we have to go find the toughest person and beat them up.
Okay.
She'll respect you more if you beat the shit out of her.
This is Emma's decision.
Keep in mind that I've bitch slapped a nun for less than that.
Exit. Okay, does she respect me more?
I bet you she does.
Nope.
Ah,
Our friendship hasn't even gone down much, to be honest.
well, that's a bit weird. I thought
Good
your
stuff.
friendship would go down, but she'd respect you more because you're being way too much of a sucker.
You had to counter it.
She got over you slapping her very quickly.
Maybe she was into it? I don't know. I saw a clip of one of those Real Housewives shows. The lady threw a prosthetic leg at somebody.
Oh my goodness.
That is quite funny. Right, Susan?
Do they really have those things in America? Those fire hydrants that are all red?
I think so, yes.
They look
it's
so
weird.
cartoony.
All I ever see of them in TV shows is them getting like hit with a car and then water sprays up.
Yeah.
It seems weird to have a fire hydrant above ground. I don't really understand the purpose. It just seems silly. Oh, it's 10 p.m. Everyone's gone to sleep.
If you want to sneak around people's houses.
I'll go to sleep because they're not going to answer the door to me at this point.
This says you could break in and sneak around.
I know, but I've done that before and it hasn't done anything. Make sure I'm wearing my sleep heels. Yep, perfect.
Who wears a bra when they go to sleep?
Mm.
That'd be very uncomfortable.
They're brightly coloured for easy visibility. Yeah, but why are they above ground? Like, so you can crash into them. Yeah, it's so you can crash your car into it for drama. Do I need to clean myself? How clean am I? All my appearances, 0 out of 100. Shower. Hello, Burden. It's weird how much like The Sims this game is sometimes.
She's gone. She's disappeared.
That's Burden.
No, I mean, you
Oh,
can't
Burden
see her
disappeared as well.
body. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not... Don't they just like pixelate it in The Sims? I'm not really sure. I don't really play The Sims. I don't get it, to be honest. This is better than The Sims because The Sims is very boring. And this at least has a plot. They blur it, yes.
I always hop out of bed in heels so I can change it regular.
Yeah, she wears heels to bed, but I have her wearing runners all the other times.
It was weirder that she was wearing a bra.
Yeah,
Who
wearing
wears
a
a
bra
bra
on
to
your
go to
sleep is
sleep?
pretty cursed.
That really hurt.
Mm.
It would get
Free
very
top.
uncomfortable.
A coupon entitles the bearer to 1 free clothing at your local McAllister's fashion outlet. We're going shopping, fuckers!
Just one free top?
That's a whole free top!
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Maybe if it
Just one?
maybe if it
How
was-
greedy are you?
Maybe if it was 2 free tops.
So you don't want a free top?
2 free tops.
Uh-huh. You hate clothes shopping in general, even if it was free. I've never
Nothing
seen
can
anyone
top
hate
it.
more... I've never seen anyone hate clothes shopping more than Emma.
I'm here.
She really
I'm in
hates
the
it.
room.
Yeah, and it's true.
Stop talking about me like I'm not there, though.
Okay, can I go into the McAllister's fashion outlet, please, for a bit?
Nothing can top it.
Then...
Shh, be quiet.
Emma, here's a catch.
Poor baby. But it's too cold to let her in.
1 free top.
These are all horrible.
Yeah, they're all fairly ugly. None of them really show off the bust.
It's one of them does.
Yeah, but that's just like a vest. A cute sleeveless top. I don't think it's very cute.
I think it's the best of the bunch.
I don't know if it is.
I think it is.
I like this.
No, I don't like that.
Don't
I'm
like
sick
that.
of all the black.
Demure pose. Sexy pose.
What's that TikTok? Very demure, very mindful.
Oh, don't mention TikTok. You want us to be the busty sleeveless top?
I think, and it gives it a bit of colour. I'm sick of all the black.
Oh, this is not how I would dress as a MILF. What about capri pants? Cut-offs? Oh my god, we're having a makeover in a wild way. some denim. Some white cut-off jeans. Oh, sure, fuck it.
Those shorts are horrible.
What do you mean?
They're horrible.
Are they?
Go back to a skirt.
Okay, where was I skirt?
Desperate Housewives wear skirts.
This skirt?
A bit young.
This skirt? A tweed skirt?
That's a bit old.
Like a fucking old-timey librarian?
There's something in the middle.
I
A
don't
skirt.
know. I
The
don't know if there is a
original
middle
skirt
one.
she was wearing was fine.
I think it was this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
You just said that's a bit too young.
Is that the original skirt?
Yeah.
It is a bit young. I mean, you can see the knees.
We could do lingerie.
Like, how old is she supposed to be?
Business mini skirt? I have no idea. I'm assuming
Emma
45?
Kelly. My name is not Kelly. I would never take a man's name.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be all like, oh, but you have your father's name. That wasn't my choice.
I'm gonna say we could do the Hillary Clinton.
Oh, that looks good.
I actually do quite like the suit. And the suit with the runners is a real powerful look. It's like David Tennant as Doctor Who, I guess. Runners in a suit.
Stop saying runners. It's trainers or sneakers.
You're not English or American.
I know.
I know.
I know.
I know. I know.
You messed up my hair.
Accept changes. I'll take a...
Hey, runners
a
just
suit.
sounds silly.
Does it?
Yeah.
White runners is not a great look.
Trainers, sneakers.
I'm just sticking with these runners, I think.
I don't like. Stop calling them runners.
I call them tennies. Sneakers, not even Cool Sonic can make that work.
Trainers, then.
Yes, let's go. Ooh, we're so hot now.
Runners is. Oh, I hate them.
Runners are fine.
I hate it.
You would actually say sneakers.
I'd
I've
say-
never heard people call them
I
sneakers
say
here.
trainers, probably.
That's very British. That's like you're in an episode of EastEnders. My trainers. I stand with Dreya in this only. Tennies. I love tennies. Tennies is amazing. Runners is the Australian term too, and then wrong. Where's my therapist? I think he's here in about 10 minutes. I will fast forward. Is he here? How did you get in? I was watching the door. Hello, Dr. Hendrickson.
He teleported.
I hear runners from old people
Hello
here.
again. Very good to see you.
So you've been Americanized as well, is what you're saying?
I wish he'd say Mrs. Milfett. That'd be very funny. The voice actor said that. I know he couldn't, but it'd be funny if he could.
They did that in Fallout 4. One of the few interesting things they did was that they voiced like lots and lots of names, like common names. So if you named yourself like John or something, the characters would actually say your name that you picked.
Yeah.
But if
But
you
they
have
would never
anything
predict
ridiculous,
you're going to say
yeah,
Mrs.
exactly,
Milfett.
they wouldn't say Mrs. Milfett or Bingus or something. So not great. Good to see you too, Doctor. Or hello, or hi.
It's up to you.
Hello. We'll be neutral to the Doctor. Codsworth would call you fuckface, apparently.
Who's Codsworth?
Codsworth is the robot butler that you have at the start of the game.
Fallout 4.
Yeah. Voiced by Stephen Barrett? Is that the guy who's voiced as him? The same guy who voices Garrett from Thief.
I'm cold.
And Corvo in Dishonored 2.
I might go and get a blanket.
A little blanket, Mo.
It's a call. My name is
Sorry,
Emma.
a blanket, Emma.
Just don't say anything.
Okay. Good to say. Hi, how are you?
You just say a
since
neutral
our last
hello.
session, how have things been settling for you?
None of your
I've
business.
become corrupted and evil a little bit. A little hiccup with my son's tutor.
Am I affair with the gardener?
My son's already involved with some bad business. Things are okay. I'm getting to know the neighbours a bit. Despite my son's interesting start, I feel like I'm settling in.
Sometimes the only way for us to see our true colors is to work through
Why
tough
isn't she
situations.
sitting down? And why isn't
You're
he
not a
sitting
real therapist, are you?
down? Why isn't she sitting down? Why isn't he sitting down?
No, I think we just do like a standing therapy session.
That would be off.
Just an hour of just standing and staring at each other.
But it sounds to me like you're taking everything in stride and doing well. Good. Speaking of your son, how was it dealing with your lack of recollection and his childhood?
You have no idea what it's like to be a mother and have no memory of holding a baby in your arms for the first time.
How do you even know it is your kid's son?
I don't know, we don't. He could just be Bingus's accomplice.
I thought his name was Burden.
Yeah, Bingus is our
Your
husband,
husband and
Burden
Burden.
is our son. Like, he could be Bingus's accomplice. He could just be a little guy, because he looks too old to be a high schooler.
Extremely difficult. I can't do a pain flaws, blah blah blah. What's the middle one?
Looking into his eyes. Let's just say that Bingus had his hands full taking care of two needy people
Oh, don't
at
be
once.
nice to Bingus. Go for the first one. Be all sad.
Extremely difficult. I can't tell you how painful it was looking into his eyes and not being able to remember the day Burden was born.
The way my mother always went on
And
about it. I think
as
she'd be happy
time
not to
went
remember the
on.
day before.
As time went on, even though I was satisfied it was a bizarre time, the trauma injured a key part of my mind, which forced me to relearn a lot of things.
Was she in a car crash or something?
I don't know. My life was as close to normal as it could be, I guess. After all, life is just what happens when you're making other plans. Or, life was good, on the surface at least. I couldn't get over this feeling that I was living in a dream.
Can you bang this fella?
I don't know,
Sample
maybe.
has asked if you can bang him.
I don't know if I want to. Look at this weird little goatee. Angry, sad, neutral, basically. Angry about her circumstances.
Well, this is your
Neutral about her
character.
circumstances. I guess we'll be sad about it. Like, this seems fucked.
What's her first name?
I can't remember. Dreya, I think. Dreya Milfett.
Maybe.
And your husband, how did he react to all of this?
Who cares?
He barely left me alone during the first few years. He was so patient, I love him for it. I'd say he was a changed man, but that would imply that I remember how he was. Nevertheless, he was amazing, always at my beck and call. He was extremely nurturing. I felt so bad he had to go through it all. Imagine having to describe your entire relationship to the person you've been married to for years. It must have been awful for him.
It's like that awful movie, Overboard,
I don't know what Overboard
with
is.
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. It's awful.
What's it about?
Well, Goldie Hawn is that how you say it?
Yes.
She plays this rich bitch who like hires Kurt Russell, like, you know, to do work on her house or something. Like, he's a working class Joe and all that kind of stuff. And she stiffs him on pay, and she doesn't pay him. And he's all like, "I'm going to get revenge on her." And she conveniently falls. What are you looking at?
Just the audio levels.
Are they okay?
Yeah, they seem fine.
Yeah, they did remake it recently with Anna Faris. Kurt Russell is actually married to Goldie Hawn in real life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so she isn't pushed. She just falls. She just coincidentally falls over the boat. She isn't pushed. It's just very plot convenient, and she loses her memory.
Mm-hmm.
And he finds her, and she's like, I don't remember who I am. And he decides to get revenge on her stiffing him on pay and for being such a snob. And he says, "You're my wife," and he takes her because he's a widow with like 5 kids, and in like a swamp. No, it's awful. It's rape.
Sounds so horrible.
Like, he has sex with her. She thinks that that's her husband and those are her kids.
Mm-hmm.
Even as a little kid, I was like, this is wrong. And when she gets her memory,
never heard of this.
When she gets her memory back, it's all, oh, I do love you, and it's great. I mean, he rapes her, basically. Yeah, they remade it recently, and they switched it around. They had the woman doing it to the man. As if
that's still bad.
Yeah, exactly.
That's still fucked.
As if that would make it less bad.
It's like when they gender swapped High Fidelity recently, and I was like, that premise is so fucking angering to me. They couldn't save it.
Kirsch and Goldie are the only Hollywood couple that seem real.
They have those weird Mr. and Mrs. Claus movies now. Oh, they do. I didn't know that she was in that. I don't really know Goldie Hawn, to be honest. I've never seen her in anything to my knowledge.
I haven't seen her in much.
I'll say neutral about Bingus, because I'm suspicious of Bingus still.
It sounds like he has played a very strong
Is
supporting
Bingus
role
paying
in your
you?
life.
Are you in the pocket of Big Bingus? I just wish I could recall my past more for him than me. He has, and I appreciate it, and I love my marriage, but I feel like a huge chunk of me is missing. I suppose, but I feel like things are off sometimes. I can't put my finger on it. I'm going to say that one.
Well, that is what we're here to find out. And I'm
You
sure
sound a bit
that
like Droopy
he
Dog.
has interest in you
He does,
rediscovering
actually,
your
yeah.
past as well.
Sean Cusack in High Fidelity. 5 ways to manipulate someone like a terrible shit.
I fucking hate that movie. I think that's the most angry I've ever been at a movie. Like, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's my most hated movie that I've ever seen.
I hated it too, yeah, it was horrible.
So, let's begin by retracing the steps with your earliest memories, and work forward.
I can remember most of my childhood. Going to the park with my mother and father. My confirmation. She's Catholic?
Even my first
Ew.
Even my first kiss. In fact, everything is clear until... Actually, like, did you... Talking about gender-swapped creepy movies, have you ever heard of this movie, What Women Want?
Well, with Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
never seen it, but I reference it a lot.
They did a remake recently with a black woman.
Oh, no.
As if that would make it less horrifying.
No.
Where she, like, can hear the thoughts of men.
Oh, is it called What Men Want?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So he's this guy, and he's a total misogynist.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't say that in the 2000s, but that's clearly what he is. And he gets hit by lightning, and he can hear the thoughts of all the women.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's hilarious. He just uses that to his advantage,
Mm-hmm.
like to sleep with them.
Why would you even need that? You just give them chocolate and hold their belly.
What did you say?
What?
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
So yeah, he like hears their thoughts and he uses it to his advantage to like sleep with women. And there's this really awful bit where he's friends with these 2 women, and it's like, I guess, implying that they're trans women because he can't read their thoughts.
Oh no, 2000s.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, why is that in there?
And that actress that you fancy, Judy Greer,
Yes.
she's like the little office mouse, and he hears her thoughts and he saves her from like suicide.
Oh no, Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Please, Mel, please
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Amazing. I can remember most of my childhood, by the way. Going to the park with my mother and father. My confirmation. Even my first kiss. Everything is clear until...
What is that memory?
The accident?
It's stupid, I guess. I had something to do with my first boyfriend. It was 9th grade. I can't remember his name.
How old are they in 9th grade?
I can't remember what happened. I can't recall my feelings, but no faces, no details. I remember a boy. I think we were dating. Something bad happened. It's pretty hard to remember. Is this about to get real dark again?
Wasn't there a character in Desperate Housewives who accidentally killed his baby sister?
We blackmailed the molesting teacher because she accidentally killed her infant brother as a teen.
There was a character in this episode did that. He was like a boy and he was dating Susan's daughter, and it turned out he killed his baby sister when he was a child.
Oh no.
Mel has a new movie out soon.
Mel is also making a non-woke movie company. Oh, Mel. Why did we ever allow you back in society?
Yeah, why was he allowed back in?
Mel plus Marky fucking Mark. Oh,
Mark.
Nightmare blunt
Mark.
rotation. Oh, there we go. Jinx.
Mark Wahlberg, is it?
Yes. Also a nightmare human.
Yeah, didn't he like beat up a guy and making him
he
blind?
gouged out a guy's eye.
He blinded him. And it was for racial reasons too.
Yeah, he doesn't like Koreans, I think. He might be better now, I don't know.
I don't know if
I just also think he's shit.
I don't know if he can forgive something like that,
Mhm.
especially when he wasn't, he was like 18 or something.
He was in his late teens, early 20s, I'm sure.
Yeah, so it's not like
He betrayed the Funky Bunch. He should have brought them with him into stardom.
Mel Gibson, worst Australian. He isn't actually an Australian citizen.
Yeah, Emma's always saying that. Even though everybody associates him with Australia, he's got an American accent and he's not even a citizen. He's American, right?
He's like a resident of Australia, whatever that means.
I think he has Irish citizenship,
he does,
doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got Irish and American citizenship, but not
his
Australian.
Mom's Irish.
Yeah. Bizarre.
It is bizarre.
It's just because of Mad Max. Everybody assumes he's Australian, but
he lived in Australia as a teen.
Yeah. But he doesn't sound Australian.
And I think one of his
He doesn't have the silly accent.
I think one of his grandparents is Australian.
He's got a sillier accent, an American one.
But yeah, like, it's kind of weird how the Irish will just give anybody a passport.
Yeah, we're very, very bad at that.
Like, doesn't that racist Tommy Robinson have an Irish passport?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
And then ones who are actually born here in refugee centres don't get it.
Yep.
But racist.
Yeah, we don't have the thing where if you're born here you get automatic
Well,
citizenship.
you know what, we did, but racists overturned that.
Yes.
We had it until fairly recently.
Yeah.
And then it was like, we started to get immigrants in when we became a richer country, and it was like immediate backlash. And no, they'll be coming here and having their babies.
They'll be having anchor babies and shit like that.
It was basically that, yeah.
But if you're fucking Nazi with a great grandmother who's Irish, you get your passport.
Or whatever his real name is. What's Tommy Robinson's real name?
Stephen Yaxley Lennon. It's a double-barreled name because he's a potter, I think.
I need a distant Irish relative.
Thanks, racists.
Wales sounds nice enough.
Well, Wales seems fine.
You've been to Wales.
I mean, it's not a real country, but the accent is lovely.
You've been to Wales.
Yeah, it looked like
nice?
Ireland, but nicer. It looked like Ireland, but they didn't destroy all their nature and trees as much. Looks nice, basically. Anyway, I think we were dating and something bad happened.
It's all right. Just follow what you do remember. Eventually, the floodgates will open.
I don't know if that's how it
So
works.
what do
Should
you remember
hypnotize
after
me?
that?
Very little. Fragments of images. That's when things fall apart. I only remember bits and pieces of events and people after that. Let's just say that one.
It's okay. We'll stop there. Perhaps some time to think about this period of your life will help you recall something. I'll give you a call for your next appointment in a week or so, and we will continue.
Dreya saying a nice thing about Wales. I've always said it's maybe the nicest accent in the world.
Have a great day now.
We'll forgive Gavin and Stacey. I didn't even hate Gavin and Stacey. I thought Gavin and Stacey was fine. It's like Welsh as time goes by. Which is also fine. As time goes by isn't funny, but it's sort of cozy. Anyway, let's go back to house, I guess, and finish off this. Befriend Gabrielle and befriend Susan.
Seeing a
Let's go talk
therapist
to
once
Susan.
a week is fairly standard.
Yeah, but you know, in a game, I want to get more out of my money.
Well, you could just can't you just fast forward or whatever?
Maybe. Best Irish person, I reckon, is Obama. It's so
Obama.
cringe when Americans do that shit.
Yeah, but like, this is more sinister reason for Obama.
Yeah.
Though actually, maybe not. His mom was white.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the history, to be honest.
But usually if a black American has Irish heritage,
Yeah, it's usually not something great.
There's not a good reason for that.
Right, let's go talk to Susan. They just use Wales as the butt of jokes in it. Look how dull this bird is. I'm dating from Wales.
I hate when people say bird.
What was the other thing Barry Island was famous for? We looked it up recently.
Did we?
Yeah, I found out something about Barry Island and I was like, wow, that's why they lean more into Gavin and Stacey and shit. Because it was like real bad.
Don't remember.
I can't remember. We found out something horrifying about Barry Island. I can't remember.
The gas station.
The gas station? The amazing tea.
Don't you mean
bar?
the garage?
The
garage.
The garage. Hang on.
Do you see? What do you say? Garage? We say garage. Don't we?
Yes, I've never said garage because that's a weird.
Well, I don't say garage either.
The garage.
No, but do you call it a gas station, a petrol station, or a garage?
A petrol station. A
So
garage is one with like a garage attached, right? Like they'll fix your car.
Well,
or whatever.
my parents didn't drive.
Or like a
so.
service station or something. You'd call a garage maybe. Barry Island. Hang on. Looking up Barry Island. Welsh, it's called Ynys y Barry. Is a district, peninsula, and seaside resort.
Hey,
in
Barry.
Barry,
Oh,
the
that
Vale of
was
Glamorgan.
it. It was home to a Butlins holiday resort, and they did this blackface show. Right
Yes,
up to
it was the
70s.
last place that the black and white minstrel show full of blackface was shown in 1989. They kept it going in Barry specifically.
At the Butlins holiday resort.
Up until the 90s. They kept having blackface minstrel shows in Barry Island.
It wasn't the 90s, 1989.
It was 1989, but they stopped it in the 1990 season. Oh no, Christ. Yeah, that was it. The ashes of Fred West are scattered on Barry Island.
Why?
What the fuck is going on in Barry Island?
Why? How'd you make that?
Know.
Can I make it bigger?
You won't be able to see it under that. You can put it here, I guess.
After his body had been cremated, where does it say Fred
There.
West? He wasn't Welsh, was he?
I don't think so, no.
He
No,
was-
English serial
Yeah,
killer.
he was from. He had
Stop, no.
That. He had that accent. You know that accent. You know that. I don't know. The West Country, is that the accent?
I have no idea where he was from.
He was.
He was from Gloucestershire, apparently.
Is that the West Country?
I have no idea where Gloucestershire is.
He had that accent. You know that country accent,
Yes.
where it's all like.
Who are my lover?
Yes, that accent. That's West Country, isn't it?
Who are my lover? Yeah,
That's
that one.
West Country.
Oh, we like cider and wurzels.
That's the
that's
West Country.
That's West
That
Country.
was, exact, that was the West accent. Because I saw that ITV, because of course I did. I saw the ITV series of Fred West.
Mhm.
Guess who played Fred West? He was way too good looking.
Who?
Dominic West, you know that hot one from The Wire?
No, I've never seen The Wire.
Yeah, but neither have I, but I know Dominic West.
Mm.
The hot one.
I
from
don't
The
know
Wire.
who Dominic West is.
The hot one.
Dominic West. I'm not going to type in the hot one.
Well, he is the hot one.
Dominic West.
See,
This
he's
guy?
so hot, isn't he?
I don't know. Is he?
I think he is.
This is-
Apparently, he's not a very nice person.
I have no idea who Dominic West is.
He's hot.
This is Dominic West. I'm going to show the screen. There we go. That's Dominic West, apparently, that Emma thinks is hot.
I do.
We go
I don't
over
think he's
here.
apparently he's not a nice person, but he's hot.
Mm-hmm. I've never. Why? When I type in Dominic West, one of the first things that comes up is sexy Dominic West pictures. So maybe you're right.
He was in the last season of The Crown, I think. He was playing. Yeah, look at that one. Is he? He was playing Prince Charles in the last season of The Crown. Is he far too hot to
Wow,
play
they have.
Prince?
I was literally about to say it. They have really complimented Prince Charles there. Prince Charles is a famously ugly man, and he looks like James
Well,
Bond.
like, oh, come on, like the Queen was never as good looking as Olivia Colman or Claire Foy.
No, not as hot as Olivia Colman because she's incredibly hot. But the young Queen, like 20-something-year-old Queen, she could get it, I think.
Put down your cum slut.
Okay, I love you. He was in a Tomb Raider movie, apparently. Oh,
Who was?
Dominic West.
Oh, was he?
He looks like he would be. He looks like he'd play like a rival Tomb Raider or something. He looks like a rugby lad.
I think he was in The Wire. I think that's what he was.
I've never
most
seen The
famous
Wire, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, those are two horrifying things about Barry Island, and I was like, it makes sense why they've kept that quiet.
for. What an upsetting thing to say. It was upsetting, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
It was very laddie. Oh, she could get it. talks
Oh,
like-
what the fuck happened?
Who talks
There we
like
go.
that, Andrew Tate?
She could get it. Lusting after the young queen. Pathetic. I mean, again, not as hot as Olivia Colman, but not unhot. Susan, help. Can you answer the door? I need to be friends with you, apparently. Or win your respect.
After speaking with Daniel Fox, you remember... I don't care. Yeah, this is not as exciting as you made it sound.
Now, this has been more
Hi,
sort of
have you seen Julie around?
interaction-y.
Who's Julie?
Her daughter.
Oh.
No? Is everything okay?
I promised her that I'd check in after my girls' night out. She sort of gave me a curfew.
Your daughter gave you a curfew?
That's pathetic.
Yeah, you're checking in with your daughter?
I know. Sometimes I wonder if I'm her mother or if she's mine.
What?
Probably a bit of both.
That's an unhealthy relationship.
What a weird thing to say and do. Well, best of luck finding her. That's all I could talk to her with. No, talk to her.
You know
Let's
what
have
they
a
call that?
socialize.
You know what they call that?
What?
Emotional incest.
What?
That's an
Do they?
expression.
I have no idea.
It's like when you have like way too close, when you have an emotional relationship with your child that's more similar to a lover than a child.
Ew.
emotional incest, not literal.
Oh, we're chatting. We're chatting.
He's cute and all, but I wouldn't go that far.
What'd she say?
He's cute and all, but I wouldn't go that far.
Susan is a shit man. Can't even cook or regulate her emotions. Apparently Dominic West loves fox hunting. Yeah,
He's got a face that
I heard he was a prick.
You can tell from that face that he does.
I think he's like a Tory and he cheated on his wife.
Yeah.
I don't know why I know this, but I do.
He's got the face of a villainous Tory. Like, he looks like he's gentry or aristocracy.
He does, yeah. That's why he was way too good looking to be playing Fred West.
Wow, that's really...
But, I mean, Prince Charles is as aristocratic as you can get, and he's hideous.
I didn't say Fred West was ugly because he wasn't an aristocrat. He just was ugly.
Was he? I don't think I've ever seen a picture of Fred West.
You just did there when you saw the ashes. You hovered over it and you saw the picture.
I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about Barry Island.
I guess.
I don't think I've seen a picture of Fred West.
We'll go and have a look then.
I've seen a picture of Rose West because we played that video game Rose West Fortunes or whatever.
I look like her in my school ID.
You do not.
All fat with the glasses and the long dark hair.
You do not look like Rose West.
I do.
You don't look like Rose West. Are we friends yet, Susan? Hug you. Oh, maybe we're more. Friendship 44%. You hate me still. You just hugged me for fuck's sake. All right, fine. I don't know if we're gonna.
We weren't really paying attention to her, were we? We were talking about Fred West and Dominic West.
Maybe that's what we were chatting about. We were talking about Daniel, whatever his name is, Dominic West, and we're chatting about Fred West.
Good was to get a free patio refurb.
Good way to get a free patio refurb is to tell the police Fred West is the patio. Yeah. Did he bury people under patios?
He buried, yes, he did.
Okay, I don't really know anything about the Wests. They killed some people. No, they killed some kids? Did they kill kids?
Yes,
or is that the more murderers?
No, they kill kids, yeah.
Are they the more murderers?
No, that's a different couple.
Okay, I don't know.
Kate thinks I like true crime way more than I actually do. But even for me, the West is just too much. I was watching a documentary and I was like 20 minutes in of an hour and I was like, this is too much. This is giving me nightmares and making me physically ill. No, it was horrible, so I just turned it off. I was like, no, there's a limit. There's a line. There's a line.
I've never watched a single true crime documentary, I think.
Yeah, he's so smug about it, like that makes him a superior person.
I'm not! Just saying, I don't think I have.
You said that anyone who likes true crime, there's something wrong with them, basically.
I said they were contributing to a societal ill. I didn't say they have something wrong with them.
That's a horrible thing to say.
I know it is. I was so happy. What the fuck are we supposed to do? I'm not really sure what to do here, because I don't know how to get their friendship up.
Is Rose West dead? I don't think so, no.
A combined total of 100. That's fucking so much. No, I don't think Rose West is dead. I think she's still trucking. She might be. It would be recent, maybe. I don't know.
Well, surely that would be all over the news if she had died.
I have no idea. She's alive, I mean. There we go.
Yeah, she's only 71, it says.
Good for her, I guess. Gabriella, do you want to talk again, I guess?
Oh, not Gabrielle again.
I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do to get this shit up. We slapped her. We complimented her. What more did she want? Like, what's my relationship with her now? 48. Respect 14. It did actually raise it.
I told you.
Total 62 out of... Okay, hello.
She doesn't seem that happy to see you.
You okay? You don't look well. You look upset. What's wrong?
Carlos took away my credit cards, and he said he won't give them back for a week. Do you know what that means?
You're grounded? This is fucking weird.
It means that I have to write checks. Look at these hands. I can't write checks with beautiful nails like this. They might get scuffed.
Also, the only people who have ever written a check are currently 103. So I don't know what you do with a check. Where do you post a check?
To a bank now, so.
Talk to.
Hello.
Keep talking. Is it just the same thing?
Oh, I'm so stressed out. How am I supposed to function without my morning yoga?
Why don't you do your morning yoga then?
Well, her nails will get scruffed.
I used a check once.
She said her nails will get scruffed.
Slap or hug? Secrets? Have a heart-to-heart discussion. What's going on?
I don't kiss and tell.
Now you have to tell! Dish, bitch! I don't know what
Maybe I should
women
rephrase
talk
that.
to each other.
I don't have sex in my hot tub and tell.
With who? No wonder you're smiling.
The 15-year-old girl.
That's tame. Carlos and I have done it some crazy places.
Who's Carlos?
Her husband.
I don't know this
She
man,
said it was
though.
her husband a few
I
minutes ago.
know,
She
but
said
I've
he
never
was-
met him.
He took away her check or whatever he took away, her credit card.
I've been paid by check loads of times. I've been paid in check.
They're not going to give you compensation in cold hard euros.
Yeah, but we have bank accounts now on the internet. Like I've been given paychecks. I've never like actually held a check. It just goes into your monies.
Hello, Dis. Say hello to Dis.
Hello, this.
I'm good. How are you?
Just goes into the bank of virtual money you have.
I've never been given compensation for anything.
But like you've never held a check or anything.
No, Nuclear says they're not going to give you compensation in cold hard euros, and I'm saying I've never gotten compensation.
Because you've never been given the wrong type of ladder.
My dad got compensation. He sued the place where he worked because they didn't have a.
They gave him the wrong type of ladder,
No, he was working as a porter in a hotel.
and they gave him the wrong type of ladder.
And they didn't have a sign where the floor is wet. Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
And he fell down the stairs and broke his leg. So he sued.
Oh, good.
So he sued and settled out of court and got a compensation.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turned up and was like, "I'm taking you all out for a fabulous slap-up meal," as they say in England. Because he was English. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I understand about half the words you're saying at this point.
And he bought me a Pokedex.
I had a Pokedex when I was a kid.
That's all I wanted. He said, "You can have anything you want in the world." And I was like, "I want a Pokedex."
Ah! I had a Pokedex. I don't even really think I was into Pokemon that much, but
Me
I got
neither.
a Pokedex. Yeah, I got a
I just
Pokedex.
wanted it because everyone else,
Yeah, and you could-
I was like, this was like the elite.
Yes.
It's like having a
And
fucking
it was just
Rolls
like
Royce.
this like shit electronic thing that you opened up. It was red,
Yeah.
and you typed in the number, and it would go Scyther number 123 or whatever.
Could have asked for world peace. What, like those women at the beauty pageants?
Oh
World
god!
peace.
Some
World peace.
U.S. Americans don't even have maps.
Well, they don't.
Do
Do you have any maps?
Such as in the Afghanistan, such as
Do you own any maps?
There's like 3 globes in this house, isn't there?
I own the globe. What other globe is there?
I thought there was more. I thought you brought more globes with you.
I have one. Yeah, but do you own any maps?
I think I own a map of Oblivion.
I'd love to get those Lord of the Rings maps from the movies. That would be really cool.
Yeah,
I think they're really nice.
they're fine.
Every day I hope for a work-related injury that isn't too serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened to my dad. And we all join his cast, of course.
Mm-hmm. Tell me some of them.
There was that building stairwell with a flashlight during a power outage.
Slop.
Under the table at the Park Avenue restaurant. Oh, and the restroom at the football stadium. I had
Ugh.
to throw out that dress. Ugh.
What? Like you got shit on it? What the fuck are you talking about?
He
That's
did it
disgusting.
Clinton. He did it Clinton and left a stain on that dress.
Oh,
This
that's
week
gross.
I was offered 3,000 compensation for getting hit by a car. I just wanted the ambulance costs covered.
Ooh, that's dystopian. Hearing ambulance cost.
Well, that's you live in America, don't you?
Mm. Why don't we all dox our work locations and go around battering one another on our work duties?
Under the table, not much room under there.
Mm.
Maybe it's a big table.
Tell me more.
But
Why
the
do you
best
care where
place
this woman
was
had
on
sex?
I
with?
don't know. The best place was an airplane. That sounds awful.
That does sound awful. The
Like,
Mile High Club.
Yeah, like where would you do it? The bathroom?
It's the
An
bathroom,
airplane
yeah.
bathroom is disgusting and tiny.
Well, it's supposed to be, I guess, that you orgasm once the plane takes off.
I have no idea.
So that, you know, the Mile High Club. You're getting a high when it goes
Yeah,
up.
but like the bathroom's tiny. There's not room to do
Well, I'm
anything in there.
terrified of airplanes.
Yeah, you'd be too spooked.
I'd be terrified. I'd be like crying. Like, the last time I was in an airplane, I was so scared I didn't even move.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't care if I need the bathroom, I'm not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hated it.
Emma has crushed my hand really badly on planes before. Like, as soon as it takes off or starts landing, she grips my hand like someone giving birth.
Hey, how would you know?
It's just a stereotype.
There's barely room in my own ass in the airplane.
Same, I can't fly. I've heard of people that just stay in their seats and use the blankets they give you to cover things
Ew,
up. Oh,
that's disgusting. Don't do it next.
Imagine everyone waiting in the queue and hearing this.
Yeah, that's like you know, that's really gross. Like,
That sounds fun. It doesn't sound fun. You're making me air sick, Gabby. That sounds fun.
Carlos
Doesn't
likes to
sound
say
fun.
he took my mile high virginity.
That's a disgusting thing to say. Don't say that to anyone. That sounds like something he'd be proud of. I'm sure he does.
That's enough kissing and telling for one day. I'll see you later.
Bye, Gabby.
Why hasn't she asked you any
New
questions?
secret added. Ooh. These are all our secrets we've got. You discovered that the Scavo kids were responsible for trampling the flowers.
What a juicy secret.
Years ago, Tabitha Savage was responsible for the death of her infant little brother, which was covered up by her father and his good friend Rex Vandekamp, the local doctor at the time.
Ooh. That's Bree's dad, is
Yes.
it? Oh.
Etta Davenport lied about her husband Rod's death. New information suggests that Rod is alive, left Etta, and that he recently remarried. And then Gabriella seems to be keeping a secret.
Gabrielle. Why do you keep saying Gabriella?
Whatever. If you earn her trust, maybe she'll open up and tell you. Reach 100 relationship with this person. I don't know if I can manage that. Like, that hasn't gone up anymore, but it might take... There might be a lag.
Oh no, Rex is her husband, not her dad.
Oh, whatever. Maybe they're both. You know how the Dutch are.
Remember, why'd you keep calling her Dutch?
Because her name is Vandekamp.
Yeah, but that's obviously her ancestor. She's American.
Yeah, but same, you know, that sort of filth lives on in the blood.
Okay. Whatever you say, Himmler.
Sorry if you're Dutch in the chat. I think
remember,
it's funny.
every 3 months a man is torn to pieces by a croc in Northern Queensland. But I ain't got any time for it, whatever it does, he says.
Dreya. Oh, don't put on that shit. I wanted to talk to you more. I guess I'm going to go over to Susan or whatever. That's what I keep saying. Thank you, Emma. Look, if you have that name, you would get to go along with the stigma of being Dutch.
Stop being so rude.
What if the Dutch got East India Company,
Amsterdam,
capitalism,
Amsterdam,
and stroopwafel?
Amsterdam was one of the best places we've been to.
It was very pretty, but I mean, culturally, come on now.
Ryanair took all the sex out of the air for like, they would though, they would. It's like Sex on the Beach, sounds sandy and gross.
Yes, that sounds disgusting.
That does,
because sand, I mean, not to sound
it
like...
It gets everywhere.
Yes, again, not to sound like Darth Vader, but it's
you know, I know that scene was badly acted, but I agree with the basic principle. Sand is awful.
It's just a weird line to put in.
Well, I think the idea was supposed to be that he
hates his desert upbringing.
No, but maybe it was supposed to be he was awkward and couldn't think what to say to the pretty girls. He just starts blabbering, opening his mouth and it's word vomit. Is that the idea?
I don't know. Honestly, who knows what was going through Lucas's brain?
Because why would you say to the girl you're on a date with, oh, I hate sand? Unless you don't know what to say. I did the same thing on our first day. I kept on telling you about the woman whose head got cut off at the bus station.
Yes, you did.
Well, at least I said something. You said nothing at all. You just went...
You did talk about beheadings.
Have you seen Julie around?
And you just went, no, I think beheading is when you cut it off deliberately. I think this was decapitation.
I think it still counts as a beheading.
It got hit by the bus.
Just an accidental beheading.
Whatever. And he said nothing at all. I had to say something. You went hello, and then there was just silence. And I was like,
I'm a very awkward, quiet person.
So am I.
Have you seen Julie around? No, you asked this before. Have you lost your child?
That's such a you day.
Are we talking about Anakin and Padme again?
I promised her that I'd check in after my girls' night out.
Oh, you already said all this.
Yeah, this is just repeated. Best of luck. Should we compare secrets?
Somebody got decapitated on the log flume at Barry Pleasure Island.
Another curse on Barry Island.
Yeah, what happened at the Cork bus station was this lady was having her shopping, and the silly woman, not that victim blaming, she came out behind.
I'm not victim blaming, but this silly bitch.
It was quite silly. She came out behind the bus, and the driver was backing, and he couldn't see her, so he hit her, and her head popped off.
Like toothpaste?
I don't know. I didn't see.
I assume it was like toothpaste.
I was walking in town with my brother, and the police were there, and they'd cordoned it off. And me and my brother said to the man, "What happened there?" And he went, "Woman." Her head came off.
Lovely.
And that's what I told Kate on our first date.
Yes. What's going on?
I'm just imagining a worst case scenario.
Didn't that happen in London over Halloween week? No, it was Scotland, I think.
Oh.
Some guy got his head knocked off by a bus. Remember we saw the
No.
We were talking about it on the stream before.
Were we?
And this guy picked it up because he thought it was a Halloween decoration.
That's really funny. I forgot about that.
See, just beheadings are funny when it's not you.
The guy did the Tropic Thunder scene.
It's like that scene in The Omen where the reporter gets his head cut off. Isn't it funny?
It is a little funny, yes.
There's just something comical about beheadings.
It's just so sudden, usually.
I had a friend that was terrified of beheadings, so I was like...
What a strange thing to be terrified of.
She's terrified of, like, something like that, getting her head cut off. And I was, like, always teasing her. Because I think there's something... Obviously, no, it's sad. But there's just something funny about it. Like, when people say that apparently your lips keep moving after you've got your head cut off. There's just something kind of funny about that.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
It's like that chicken. No chickens dance when the head gets cut off.
Yeah, that's grimmer though.
Why is that grimmer?
I don't know. I find that sadder.
That's because you're a little vegan.
Oh, don't mess with my hat.
I kind of want to bully you and mess with your hat. Let's make you look like a 90s kid.
That's very unpleasant.
You look like one of those shooters from Columbine.
What? Jesus Christ.
They have the shooters with the backward hat.
I don't think I've ever actually seen a picture of the Columbine boys.
Why do you say Jesus Christ? And you've said much more offensive things
Have
than
I?
that. Yes, just a few seconds ago you were saying about the Dutch.
What, that they have filthy blood?
Yes. Look at him, he's a little jock from the 90s movie.
Leave me alone. You look like one of the shooters from Columbine said gleefully.
But he does. Tell me he doesn't. One of them had a backwards baseball cap.
I don't know if
The
this is true
taller
or
one.
not. I don't know who these people are, really. I think they wear trench coats, right?
No, that was a myth or something.
There was a guy who got decapitated at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, because he was riding a roller coaster. His hat flew off and he went to go find it under the coaster. A woman with her arms up got kicked his block off.
My mates were the pub that got
Really
cordoned
funny.
off in Edinburgh.
That's really good. It is funny. Like, guillotines. I'd probably, if I were to be executed, I'd want to be guillotined.
There is just something funny. I know it's sick what I'm saying, but there's just something funny about beheadings.
It seems quick and efficient, too. Like, you're just gone.
Like, when I see beheading in a movie or a TV show, I just think it just seems all a bit Monty Python.
Yeah, it does.
That was what was good about the most effective way to do it is to not actually show the beheading. Like Sean Bean's one in Game of Thrones when he gets beheaded.
It's just their reactions.
You don't actually see his head get cut off, and therefore it's just really sad because
Spoilers, by the way.
oh, everyone that came out like what
14 years ago.
and the book came out the year you were born.
Yeah,
so it's been like...
very old.
Actually, I think a disturbing thing again. Game of Thrones did it really well when Alfie Allen plays Theon. He was beheading someone, but his sword wasn't sharp enough. You know, when you have to have a sharp sword to do it properly. You know that about beheading.
I've never done a beheading.
But did you ever learn? Doesn't matter. He's trying to behead this guy in Game of Thrones, and he can't. I think Sir Roderick, and he can't do it properly. His sword isn't sharp enough. It's not a clean cut, so he's basically hitting here and here, or the head's half hanging off, like that ghost in Harry Potter. Nearly head, doesn't it?
Oh, don't reference Harry Potter.
And eventually he has to like literally just kick it off to finally get it released from the body. And that happens a lot apparently. Because
I assume so.
If you use like a blunt axe, the head won't come off.
Oh, I've heard
quickly.
an axe is not great for beheading.
You don't use an
I've
axe.
heard apparently you're supposed to use a broadsword.
Apparently
or
Thomas Cromwell. Remember Thomas Cromwell?
Yes.
Finally remember.
Yes.
When he got beheaded, his enemies deliberately set it up so that the headsman would have a rusty blade, and not only that he would be drunk, so it took ages to get the head off.
That's just mean.
It was a bit mean.
I mean, I've heard he was fairly evil, but that's mean.
The guillotine is really, really great.
Yeah, I've heard
the sharp cut.
the guillotine is easily the best way of getting killed, right?
Didn't
like,
the guillotine, were they still, didn't Charles de Gaulle use that in the 50s and 60s?
Yeah, they were using that
up
up until fairly recently.
was
And I
still
don't know why
used,
they
yeah.
stopped if they're going to have death penalty. Because,
France doesn't have the death
yeah,
penalty.
well, like America, for instance. Why aren't they using guillotines?
Because it's too French.
But, like, the lethal injection seems fucked.
Oh, the American,
looks
the
so
Americans
painful and
love their-
horrible.
What do they use? The gas chambers?
They use gas chambers
They
and
haven't
lethal
used
injections.
that for a while.
No. But the two things, and they're supposed to be fucking brutal. Like, they look horrible.
The gas chamber, the lethal
Both. They're both meant to be horrifying,
You think
aren't
just
they?
for the optics, they wouldn't use a gas chamber.
I know. But, like, they're both meant to be real fucking horrible and they go wrong constantly. A guillotine looks way easier and
Yeah,
better.
guillotine's apparently practically painless.
Mm-hmm. There's still firing squad in some states.
Really?
That would be my second choice, I think, firing squad.
I think that would be awful, though.
I don't know.
There'd be so much build up to it. I guess lethal injection's the same.
I think firing squad is kind of cool.
I do remember hearing something about, we watched this great movie, it was so sad. What was it called with Sean Penn? The death penalty movie.
Oh, Dead Man Walking?
And
That is a great movie.
I was trying to find out, because Kane got me a great book a few years ago. It's a guy who lived in Germany in Holy Roman Emperor times, in Tudor times. And he was an executioner in his personal diary. It's one of my favourite books. I'm a miserable bitch.
It does look good.
And so I was really fascinated. I was trying to find out who's the official executioner in America. And apparently, I don't know if this is. Yeah, well, they've never told who the executioner is. But there was that guy in England, Albert Pierpoint, who was
Mhm.
almost proud of being executioner because how
Yes,
quickly
he was a fucking weird psychopath.
how quickly you could do the hangings.
Strange psychopathic weirdo.
But yeah, in America they don't let you know who the executioner is. But apparently, I don't know if this is true now. I just read this on the website, so cite your sources. But like apparently, when it comes to lethal injection, they each put the key into the machine,
Yes.
so that they'll never know which one actually killed the person. And I'm like,
Like the firing squad.
that is that true about the firing squad?
I think it's true in the firing squad that some of the guns don't have bullets in them and some of them do.
So
So
you
it's
don't
like
know
you
who
don't
actually
know if you
killed the
fired a
person.
blank or if you actually fired it.
That's so cowardly.
It is cowardly.
If you believe in the death penalty,
I
then
want a
see it
guy
through.
pulling a rope on a guillotine going, I'm doing this shit. At
you-
least have the gall.
Like if you believe in the death penalty and you work,
Mm-hmm.
they have the nerve to actually go through with it.
Like if you're gonna, it's fucked either way, but at least do it yourself.
Which is cowardly because then you can sleep at night. You can say it wasn't me.
Mm-hmm. There's always that like doubt.
Well, the lethal injection goes so wrong because the doctor won't get involved.
Yeah.
Because of the
Because of Hippocratic Oath.
It's like I can't help you kill someone.
Yeah, so
Well,
they're
maybe
like,
they should because then they just
it
take
goes
40
wrong so often.
They take
doesn't
like
it?
40 minutes to die.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Dreya in some afterlives. How did you die? Firing squad. Meanwhile, some guy who had his head kicked off on a roller coaster and a woman who had hers taken off by a bus just roll their eyes and go show off.
Why would you imagine a worst case scenario?
Oh my god. In case you haven't noticed, worst case
What
scenarios
the fuck are you
happen to
talking
be
about?
my
Who are-
thing.
what are you saying?
That's the real actress, is it?
I have no idea.
That sounds like the actress from the show.
Yeah. What's the scenario?
Do you keep a diary?
Not that it's any of your business. Uh-huh.
Have you ever let anybody read it?
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of a diary.
Are you kidding me? No way. Or, yes, but it was a big mistake.
Who lets somebody read their diary?
I don't keep a diary, I don't know.
It's supposed to be a secret.
Do you have a diary?
No, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
like,
Like, that'd always be the cliche in the sitcoms. The little brother would be stealing his sister's diary and reading out her crushes. I'm sure they did that joke with Bart and Lisa.
Maybe. I've never had one. Are you kidding? No way.
I did have a diary, but I ended up just making lists.
Oh.
I like making
I
lists.
know.
Like, my top 10 favourite songs, my
Mhm.
top 10 holiday destinations.
Mm-hmm.
I got bored just writing about my day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, diaries are really boring, unless you have a really interesting life. What would you say? Like, I got
don't
up,
know.
I went shopping.
Just pretend to be, who's that guy? Samuel Pepys.
Yeah, but that's because he had an interesting life.
Did he?
He was a right whore.
Okay, then do that.
He just, like, writes in his diary about all the women he's fucking. And also, he lived through, like, the Great Fire of London and
whatever.
the last outbreak of plague in
A
England.
lot of people did.
Yeah, but they didn't write a diary about it.
Are you kidding? No way.
Well, could you imagine what would happen if it got out and everybody read it?
I don't know. If you write in a diary, doesn't everybody assume that, like, after you're dead, somebody will pick it up and go like, oh my god, how interesting.
I was once an accomplice in stealing the diary of a friend's older sister. See?
Jesus Christ, you live in an issue of the Beano.
Very 90s thing to do. Sometimes I just draw on my diary.
I mean, that sounds nice. Sounds pleasant.
You just were more mean about my lists. You didn't ask what my top 10 holiday destinations were.
I don't care. I'd have a lot of new enemies.
Can you
I'd like
imagine
to
what would
move out
happen
of
if it got
Fairy.
out and everybody read it?
I mean, what are you writing in there?
Well, you stupid bitch. Don't write down your secrets then. Keep your secrets in your head. They can't read your mind.
What if they can?
Don't write down your secrets on a piece of paper that someone can find.
Exactly. That's why I look worried.
Has she lost her diary or something?
Maybe? She hasn't explained this. It's fucking weird.
So she still has her diary on her. Just set fire to it.
Why are you worried? Are you afraid it's going to get stolen?
Not exactly.
You've lost it, right?
You're not telling me the whole story, are you?
I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm going to stop.
Okay,
Right
we
now.
have no friend meter, I guess. That would have gone on further.
I'll tell you what. I'll consider it.
Exit.
Susan cannot keep a secret. Emma Holiday Bob's destination, I second.
Oh, God.
She actually paints her secret in the show and gets everyone in trouble.
Oh, no.
She paints her secret?
I think she's a children's writer and illustrator.
I thought she was a desperate housewife.
Yeah, some of them have jobs.
Well, isn't that the opposite? Yeah, to be a
So
house.
not technically a housewife,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
I don't know what the name is. Some of them, I'm sure most of them are housewives. Like Edie is a real estate agent, so not a housewife.
When I was a kid, I used to bury my diaries, sticking in a store, and we dig them up and read them in schools. My top 10 holiday destinations. Well, I can't remember what they were when I was 12. I've changed since then. I've been to a couple of them.
Like what?
Germany. Krakow. London. Now I'd probably add New York. I want to go to New York. It's the only place in America I want to go. Tokyo. I'd like to go to Tokyo. Moscow.
Oh, furnishing upgrade.
I'd like to go to Helsinki.
What's in Helsinki?
I was looking at prices. It's really expensive.
Yeah, I've heard that.
No, I mean the airplane ticket was really expensive.
Open the fucking door.
I never wanted to go to Spain or Italy.
Open my door. Am I locked out of my own house? Is Bingus had enough? Go inside.
Jesus Christ, Emma.
What?
What did I say?
I don't remember. I wasn't listening, to be honest.
About what? My holiday places?
Yeah.
Can definitely recommend Tokyo. I think you may like Moscow, Helsinki. What's wrong with Okay, Moscow, yeah, but what's wrong with Helsinki?
Emma likes going miserable places.
Is Helsinki miserable?
I don't know. I just associate it with that a little bit.
I think you may like Istanbul. I'd like to go to Istanbul.
Holiday destinations of Poirot.
Istanbul's meant to be really nice.
Yeah, I've heard it's full of cats. What's wrong with Moscow?
Helsinki is nice and not miserable.
No, it's cold and grey, I assume.
Come to Perth, the Big Apple. See, Australia is so far away.
It's so fucking far away.
I guess Japan is too. But
yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Maybe I could get a boat to Japan.
Could you get a boat? That would be a long fucking trip.
I prefer that too. I hate planes so much. Though I've never actually been in a ship. Maybe I'd be really bad in a ship too.
Maybe. I guess I'm just going to go to sleep and speed up to the next day.
30 hours to get to Japan or to get to Australia?
Australia is far from everywhere. Australia is it's just in the middle of nowhere in the sea. It would be quite
a long flight, yeah.
Clean? You need to clean this object? Oh, my bed is so disgusting. Ew. What else is filthy? That room is filthy, but that's my Gooner son's cave. Gooner? I don't know if I can do anything with that.
Gooner me.
Oh, Emma, no, please. We can't go into it. It's not far from Asia, or oh god, I need fucking Julian again. I've forgotten. Aotearoa, maybe something like that. Julian, help!
How did I travel to France on an airplane?
Yes. Can I sleep now? Nope. I think I have to wait till 10 o'clock. This is the first time I've had to do this. Where's all the molestations in this episode? Go to sleep. Into your lingerie, please.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Istanbul. Istanbul looks lovely. And also the whole city is full of stray cats.
I've heard that.
That they really like.
Okay, shower, we are filthy
Like, they
again.
treat the stray cats really nice, don't they? My friend and her boyfriend went to Istanbul and she showed me the photographs. And usually holiday snaps for the people's holidays are boring. But it was great to see all the cats. Every picture there was just cats. And they made the locals had made these little beds for them outside. Oh my god, that's my home.
I had to explain what a gooner was to my mum because she heard my brother say it, and I wouldn't stop saying I'm a gooner out loud in public. In Britain, sometimes it means a fan of the football team Arsenal.
I know that's Gunners, isn't it?
No, the Gooners. I think it's both. I think it might be slang. What?
I want my results to my essay, and now it's a fucking email from UCC about free English lessons. I can speak English.
Not Gooner, it's Gunner. /Gooners is...
Yeah, it's Gunners.
/Gooners is the Arsenal subreddit.
No, Gunners. It's the Gunners that are Arsenal fans.
Yeah, but slang is Gooners.
Okay.
Come, Goddess. And thank you for the sub, that's very kind. Right, where the fuck is this woman again? Is this doing anything?
I'd like to go to Vilnius, that's meant to be nice.
Respect, okay, 70?
Did you hear what I said?
No. Total 62, total 70. It is going up. Julie, your mum was asking about you.
I guess you're first, because you know it's right there.
Yeah. I'd hate to disagree. Hang on. Gooner, Arsenal.
It's not, it's Gunners.
Arsenal FC supporter.
Gunners.
Goonernews.com, latest Arsenal news. Online Gooner, Arsenal news opinion. Arsenal FC supporter, Gooner.
It says since the 1980s they've been often referred.
Why are Arsenal.com? Why are Arsenal fans all called Gooners?
You go up there. It says for Wikipedia they have been referred to as Gooners.
Often referred to as Gooners, a derivation of Gunners. So you're all wrong. I'm not even from that fucking island, and I know this.
I've heard of Gunners. I've never heard of Gooners.
Yeah, Gooners is, I think, the more popular one, isn't it?
It's got a controversy section.
Well, yeah, obviously. Often called Gooners or Gunners. Why are they called Gooners?
Who cares?
Arsenal, Goonertalk.com. I love Goonernews.com. Gooner Daily. These are all cursed.
Ow, I
love it.
hurt my hand.
Right. Maybe I'll log on to Gooner News later. Back to the game. Let's all deny it. We can push them further into insanity. Right, Susan, get back here.
It's so cold.
It is very cold.
Oh, so I thought you were bored.
No, I just wasn't listening and just wanted you to stop, to be honest. Grab's gun, time to goon.
I'd like to go to Vilnius, which is Lithuania.
What's in Vilnius?
Croatia is meant... I think it's Vilnius. Croatia's meant to be lovely.
What are you up to?
Split in Croatia's meant to be gorgeous.
Why don't you mind your own damn business, Susan? We knocked at her door.
Tonight,
Krakow was
I'm
nice. So
celebrating.
cheap. I live like a queen.
Yeah, she's always saying this too.
Oh, I
Like,
did.
she has said if you go over with like normal people money,
Normal people? Maybe?
yeah, like normal people money, and wave it in front of a Polish
I
person,
didn't
they'll
say
do
that.
whatever you want.
I didn't say that. I just said, just the exchange rate or whatever. I bought so much cakes. It's great.
I wish I had something to celebrate. Don't be fucking miserable. What's the occasion, Susan?
I finished my latest children's book today. That
Yay!
means I treat myself to a brand new dress and a night on the
Does
town.
anybody buy these, or are you just like self-published on Amazon and like 4 people read them?
My friend went to Montenegro. She said it was nice.
I don't know where that is.
Eastern.
Oh yes, I do. It's one of those little places.
It's one of the...
One of the baby places.
No, you're thinking of San Marino. Probably,
No,
right?
one of the baby places
Monaco?
that's near Russia.
One of the baby places?
You know, one of the baby places
No, it's
that
one of the
everyone forgets.
It's one of the former Yugoslavian
That's what I
countries.
mean, when the Yugoslavia broke up into all the little baby countries. Okay. You know I'm
So,
right.
This little girl's off to buy some dancing shoes. Or borrow a pair from Julie.
You're borrowing
Either
a pair
way,
of
I
shoes
have
from your
to run.
daughter? You're pathetic, bitch.
She is horrible.
It was supposed to be that your daughter borrows shoes from you. Why is she such a... I don't know. What's the word for it?
I have never borrowed clothes from my parents.
Oh no, the stereotype is that girls take their mother's clothes or their big sister's clothes.
Really?
Yeah, do you know that?
No, not really. I don't know what you do. Idly chat, I guess.
When you know, like, it's supposed to be when you're a little kid, you put on your mom's shoes and her makeup and you walk around. I did
My
that.
mum's given me makeup, but I don't think, like, she's given me nail polish and stuff, but I've never clothes.
Exactly.
Hug. Hug her. We need friendship. Hug her. Stop talking and hug.
looks
That's
like you're-
very close.
it looks like
yeah,
you're
that's
kissing.
more of a kiss. Affects relationship. Okay, I mean, this might get her up. Her respect is still low-ish, but her friendship is up. Oh, I've unlocked discuss. Perfect. We're nearly there with Susan, I think. Socialize, discuss. Thoroughly discuss and share your thoughts and feelings. Increases relationship.
It's
This
funny
is
because
very
I seem to
Sims.
remember Edie saying something like that once. Maybe you should
Edie?
go talk to
Something
her.
about Edie.
Easy. That's kind of a nice
Oh,
name.
wait. I knew that
Like
already.
Edie Falco?
Oh, that's one of the Sopranos, isn't it?
Yes, that's the only woman I've ever heard of called Edie.
Edie Falco. It's a cool name.
Thanks for listening.
It's fine. Thanks for listening.
And somehow,
Hug again.
I managed to break both heels at the same time.
I hate
Oh.
Susan. I hate her voice a
All
lot.
of these characters suck.
They're all very vapid and horrible.
They're awful.
I hate her jeans.
They're
Look at
not.
those fucking
They're not
2000
awful in an
jeans.
interesting way. They're just boring.
That's true. They're sort of vapidly evil. I've pronounced Eddie for years.
Cause like a villain, I don't usually like watching things where the characters are completely unlikable. I like to like the characters.
Oh, that went down.
I never got that feeling.
You know, like I don't think I really like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia or Seinfeld. 'Cause it's supposed to be that they're just complete pricks.
Hmm.
But you can enjoy watching a really mean character. But these characters aren't entertaining. They're just boring.
No.
I mean, what do I...
And this session hasn't even had like molestation plots or murders to keep us invested.
Like,
It's just
why would I
them.
care where Carlos and Gabby fucked or how Susan stupid
How dare
diary?
you?
I don't quite think you understand.
Oh, I'm going down. Hug her again. Quickly, you're losing face with Susan. Hug her. Keep hugging her. Just fucking hug her until she passes out or
Women
something.
don't hug their friends this much.
Hug. Keep hugging. Right, talk to her. I don't know what the fuck to do.
The actress who plays Susan,
What are you
Terry
up to?
Hatcher, is such a horrible person that the other actresses hated her in real life.
Why do you know so much about this show?
And she used to demand Susan to be the main character. So there are some emotional scenes for the other characters where Susan will get involved when she's not necessary. That always happens in these TV shows. There's always like one that hates another one. Like Sex and the City.
Charmed.
Yeah, Charmed.
Although they all hated that one, right?
The one that died recently.
Yeah, they all hated her, right?
Shannon Doherty.
I don't know her name.
And then in Sex and the City,
I finished my latest children's book today. That means I
in
treat
Sex and the
myself to a
City,
brand-
Sarah Jessica
Oh, this little
Parker
girl's
and the woman plays Samantha, Kim Cattrall, they don't get on. That's why Samantha didn't come back for the new one. And just like this, she's not in it at all because they hate each other so much. So why is all these TV shows with women, they hate each other?
I don't know.
Now, I really need someone to
You know what women are like.
Well, it says,
Drama
what about the
queens.
Gallagher brothers?
Dramatic.
What about the Gallagher brothers?
Oh, went up there. Amazing.
Or the Beatles?
Yeah, everyone hates everyone else.
Because
Oh, that went down, you
Lisa or
fuckers.
Something like that once.
Come on,
Maybe you should go talk to her.
just keep talking. Maybe do this. We'll talk until like 2 in the morning. Just keep talking.
Even the Golden Girls didn't get on that
There we
great
go, it's going
in
up.
real life.
No, the Golden Girls didn't like each other either.
No,
that
there wasn't. No, Betty White was an angel. B. Arthur,
much. Oh, it's working! It's working! 97!
B. Arthur didn't like Betty White.
Oh, who could dislike Betty White? She's so hot. Sorry. Such a crass thing to say. Done! Done, fucker! Get away from me! Never speak to me again! Open door. Took forever, but now we just need to do the same thing with Gabriella and we're done.
Gabrielle, not Gabriella.
Whatever her fucking name is, I don't care about these people.
Well, Gabrielle is nice. Gabrielle, it's not.
Isn't it?
I don't think so.
Nah. The most human thing to do is hate other bitches. Ugh. Very messy. 1 in 4 people are always twats. I don't know. I don't really talk to many people, to be honest.
Hello.
Hiya.
Well, they do say it's group dynamics, isn't
Yes,
it? The
I'm in a
alpha
hurry.
and the
I have an
beta. I
appointment
don't
I
know.
don't think that's real.
A pedicure.
Isn't it?
I don't think so.
I think it is. Every group I've ever been in, there was definitely an alpha.
Chat
and a-
with Gabrielle and
There was-
speed it up.
Every group I've ever been in, there's definitely the person that's in charge, and there's definitely the person that's in the bottom. I was
70,
always-
72. Oh, this is going up so quick. She loves me. What's this? Hints? Tutorial hints, cleaning your house, upgrading your home. Oh,
The
shut up.
Queen Bee,
75, 91, 96, 99.
like Regina George and Mean
100!
Girls.
We fucking did it! Okay, now it's just gardens.
I quite like Mean Girls. It's a good movie.
We have to tend the garden, I guess. And then we'll be fucking done with moving on up this nightmare of a quest. Gardener, what the fuck are you just standing there? Either fuck me or weed.
Tell her to put a shirt on too. This isn't Florida.
I don't know where
Nice
this
to
is.
see you again. Do you have any more special tasks for me today?
I have a whole list of things I want you to tend to and nurture. Spray that weed killer on my
Your poor
clitoris.
gas. What if
Well,
your
last
husband
time
is
I
just a
helped you
nice
out,
guy
I was
and you're
smiling
just
for
doing this
days.
to him?
I think I feel a smile starting to grow now as well.
Oh, I see something growing.
Give me any task you have. I'm confident I can handle it properly.
What about clearing out this overgrown back passage? I wouldn't mind if you look at the ferns in my bedroom. Plant in my bedroom?
I want to tell you why B. Arthur didn't like Betty White.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't understand why. Betty White was an angel. Everyone says Betty White was lovely. But B. Arthur didn't like Betty White, according to Betty White. And apparently she didn't like her because she thought Betty White was too
I say
sweet.
we go upstairs into your bedroom
And not
see what we can
professional enough.
cultivate.
Oh,
I'm ready
come
to work
on.
overtime.
Apparently, like, Betty White liked to ad-lib. She'd ad-lib some of those St. Olaf stories. And she liked to make jokes, you know, and they make jokes and bloopers and you have to ruin the take. And B. Arthur was very, very professional and learned, she believed, just learn your lines, turn up, do the scene, go
That
home.
was very nice.
No messing.
I'm glad you asked me to go
So B.
upstairs
Arthur
with you.
kind of sounds like a bit of a bitch. Doesn't she?
Overgrown back passage.
Doesn't she?
Yeah, a little bit. But she's very funny.
Was. They're all dead now.
Yeah, they're all dead now. Betty White was the last of the Golden Girls.
Even though she was the oldest.
Yeah. She's like David Attenborough, where
She
was
died. No, it was
outlives
like
everyone.
a couple of days or a week before her 100th birthday that
Yes.
she died. It wasn't the day before.
Could
but-
definitely still get it. She could. She absolutely could. Sorry. But she could.
You're a guilt fetish. He loves Harold and Maude for that reason.
Always ready
It's
for
just a
anything
really
you
good
need me
movie.
for. I always enjoy my time spent with you.
Alright, I'll let you know when I need you. Fantastic.
Well, that's the thing that's weird. The Golden Girls weren't even that old in the first season.
Not really.
They were only in their 50s.
Yeah, just people have aged better now.
But also, they're acting...
Oh my god!
Jeez.
Bugs!
They're acting like they're pensioners in the first season, rather than just middle-aged women.
Fucking hell!
Though pension age did
What
used
the
to be...
fuck am I paying you for? They're all dead!
Pension age did used to be in your 50s, didn't it?
Yeah, 55 was the original pension.
In America as well?
Yeah, and then it all got fucked. Well, that's fucking bad, isn't it? Weeding. Nah. Have I been fucking my gardener too much so he's not actually doing his job?
Maybe he doesn't even know how to garden.
I hired the best, most expensive gardener, but instead he's just been fucking me silly.
He's basically a gigolo.
I don't know what to do. Right, they need stuff.
Now you want to get in the gay guy's fashion show?
I desperately need this, apparently. Go. Then, water these fuckers. Everybody gets watered,
It's very
please.
dark, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it isn't.
Can I open the curtains a little bit of light?
Fine.
It's a bit dark.
And then,
Kind of depressing.
what do you need? What do you need? What's this? I don't know what to do. I don't know what you are.
This game
Why
is
are you-
boring.
This one is.
No,
Don't read.
where you told me there was murders and
There is usually. This session has been shit. This is terrible.
How many sessions have you played?
3? This is the 3rd one?
And the other 2, so I came for the boring one.
Yes, you did. This is terrible. Look at the state of this
Well, all you've
garden.
been doing is talking to people about shoes, their sex life, and gardens.
Yes.
Kind of the start of what I imagine Housewives would talk
This
about.
is what I thought the game was going to be when I first booted it up as a joke. Right, you, and then we'll get some fancy white boys. Some wasps. And water. Everybody gets watered.
Yes, a lot of water. If you give them too much water, that can be bad too, can't it?
I know, but Mr. fucking Gardener isn't doing anything.
That's because you've been taking advantage of him.
Okay, perfect. Good. Now we should be
Yeah,
okay.
isn't it a bit iffy? Because you're his boss.
No, it definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah, he can't say no to you, like.
There we go. Perfect. Nah, yeah, why the fuck weren't you doing
You have
this?
certainly
Put on a
managed
shirt.
to make a wonderful display with your garden.
Oh, thank you, Bree. She loves me.
Fuck off, Brie. Homophobic bitch.
You're too kind, Bree. I'm just trying to keep up with you ladies. Bang him again. Just in the flowers. This is what, like, shove his face in the dirt. This is what you take care of while I peg him.
Jesus.
Sorry.
That's very...
This happens again unless you focus.
Jesus. It's like that book, Lady Chatterley's Lover.
Mouthful of soil. I'm sorry, miss.
Stop.
Sorry. That's what we need to do to lay down the law. You are too kind. I'm just trying to keep up with you ladies.
Oh, come now.
She already has come.
Yeah, too late.
You have done a wonderful job.
That sounds like
I
a
am
robot.
sure everyone can appreciate how much time and effort you put into this beautiful garden.
Is that just a robot's voice?
You ladies are too sweet. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Well, I'll see you later.
That was ominous. Okay, on with the show. You have successfully acquired a top 5 position in the Sweethearts ranking, as well as diffused the situation with Davenport's garden. With everything in order, it's time to let Daniel Fox know it's time to get on with the show. Finally, that was a nightmare. Daniel, I'm ready to be in your fashion show or whatever. You two would love this.
I don't like this show.
Demandy hose those plants and then
And
hose
Kane
us.
would definitely
He
not
might
like
mistake
this
it
show.
and he might just piss on me.
Kane would hate
Emma
this show.
hates it.
Kane would hate this show.
I don't know, maybe. It's over the top and
I
silly
knew you
enough
could
that I
do
think
it.
I might be
Now
into
let's
it.
get on with the
No,
presentation
you
of the
wouldn't.
lovely
You
model.
don't like
I'm the
over-
loveliest model.
You don't like over the top silly things.
Sometimes. It looks like if Twin Peaks was merged with Sex and the City.
You don't
It's
like
even
sex-
got Kyle MacLachlan.
You don't like sex.
Yeah, but as a joke. He's allowed to piss on us as long as he notices us.
Emma, you watch soaps for fuck's sake.
Yes.
Tone down the aggression. This is exactly what Silas said.
This is a thing where this is very much like an American soap. And Emma loves British soaps. If everybody in this was the most miserable human being you've ever seen, losing
They are the most
babies
miserable
left and
human
right.
being.
You losing like constant car crashes and deaths and misery and alcoholism, while like and not beautiful people either. People who look like raisins.
They are too beautiful, and they are too rich.
People who look like raisins with half their teeth missing, going like, "Oh Christ, I need to go work at the coal factory again, or else they'll take me ass."
Mhm.
That's the stuff Emma likes. Emma likes people like standing in a tiny kitchen going, "I just want to commit suicide. I can hate to escape the square."
They're all saying, "Well, the first episode has that." Like, they're literally taking you seriously. That is not what a typical soap opera episode is like in EastEnders or Emmerdale. There's not constant deaths and car crashes. He's misinterpreting.
I've got nothing left.
Oh,
Beautiful people can get murdered and cry too.
okay, but to be absolutely blunt, I don't care.
Yeah, Emma really doesn't like beautiful people on screen.
So, what do you mean I don't like beautiful people?
You
on
always
screen?
say that. You're like, why are actors too hot?
Actors are too hot.
Yeah, you want to go back to New Hollywood and soap operas, or British soaps.
I do
where
like
they all
New
look
Hollywood.
fucking miserable and poor and beaten down.
There is constant deaths murder. No, there's
There-
not.
there
There's not.
is- there
There's
is a
not.
bit.
No, there's not. I could send you a list of like all the deaths in a year, and it's not constant. It's
Mhm.
probably like 20.
Not been anyone sexy in a British soap since Cat.
Cat is still in the soap.
I don't. Is this the Tautu Slag woman?
Yes, that's
Okay, there we go. What about the Hot Mouse woman? Is she still in it?
Yes.
Who's she again?
Laurel.
Laurel in
Emmerdale.
Emmerdale. There we go.
My back.
Exit. Right, let's go.
20 in a cast of 60 is a lot.
Oh,
Yeah, but there's 365 days in a year. And it's on
Shush,
every
shush,
day of the
cutscene,
week.
shush,
So every
shush, there's
episode
finally something
is
happening,
not
shut the
someone
fuck up!
killed.
As well as the worst.
And it's
Oh,
not
look,
20
dead.
deaths a year, it's probably like 5.
And while every competition has its winners, it must by definition have its losers as well.
That's the one whose husband ran away.
I don't care.
Sometimes it's best to stand back in order to allow others to shine.
Oh, this is pathetic. That was it? That was pathetic.
That's the end of the segment.
Maybe. Who does Lynette score some high-grade nanny from when she hires Claire? What? I don't even understand the question. Oh no, it's going ahead
Any
now, I
fashion
guess.
designer will tell you the right design communicates something powerful to all observers.
I like to watch
The
TV
right
shows
outfit can help us
where I can relate
express
to people.
many
And yes, I
facets
can
of our
relate to people in the British
personalities.
soaps.
Some
I can't relate to any of
That's
these
depressing
people.
as hell.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I can't relate
Oh,
to any of these
Christ,
people.
another baby drowned.
They don't have...
Although sometimes we choose our
Who the fuck is
clothing.
this guy? Don't slam the door, Burden.
To intentionally hide what lies beneath.
That's referred to as a self-own.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
What did I just
Fuck
pick up?
off, and you fuck off too.
Ooh.
Hey,
Hey, Danny.
listen, I can't talk too long, but basically there's a little work left to do on your dress. Come by sometime and we'll talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
1,
I'll see you soon.
2, what is it? 3, yeah, 4 or 5 out of 365 days in the year. That's not that many. It's not on Saturdays and Sundays, so not exactly 365. But whatever, that's
It's
not
on
that
5
many.
days a week, Emmerdale.
No, he's talking about EastEnders.
Oh, gee, 5 days a week.
No, EastEnders is on... You don't care. Look, it's not that many deaths is my point. We're probably in Desperate Housewives. Probably that happens every season.
Okay, see you soon.
I've watched episodes of Desperate Housewives and I just didn't like it.
The reasons are great. Died instantly after being pushed in front of an oncoming
That was not
underground
last year.
train.
That was a few years ago.
That's pretty good. That is very funny. Nothing but death and sorrow.
No,
Definitely
that's not true.
You can't deny that it's mostly sorrow.
That's not true.
It's pretty sorrowful.
No.
Bludgeoned with a Clock by Ravi Gulati.
Who was bludgeoned with a clock?
I have no idea.
Oh, was that his dad? His
They
stepdad.
exploded Gale in a taxi just the other day. Ranveer Gulati. Yep, that sounds about right. Hello, Danny. Get my dress ready.
Well, I don't care what y'all say. It is not. This is not.
You don't say y'all.
This is
Get out
not
of here.
the same as the British soaps. It is nothing like it.
They're all too pretty.
This is just stupid, and the British soaps aren't stupid.
Oh, Emma, now. Let's not make wild statements that we can't back up.
Oh, whatever. You're all gamers.
Drowned in a boat crash caused by Phil Mitchell after being locked in a room by Ian Beale.
And what's ridiculous about that? That's perfectly plausible. That's perfectly plausible.
Uh-huh. Wow. Talk to Daniel, please.
Ah, you're here.
I am here.
She's got us there, fellow nerds.
Glad you noticed. Gays love sarcasm.
So now that you're here, I have good news and bad news for you. Which would you rather hear first?
Let's hear the bad news.
The bad news is that I don't have all of the right fabric I want to use for the dress.
Just dress me in strips of hemp. I don't care.
I've been looking all over and contacting everyone I know trying to get a hold of a really unique luminescent textured fabric, but I can't find it.
Sounds rare.
And expensive, too. It's absolutely necessary that I have it. Maybe you'll have
How
better
would
luck
I
finding
know
it
where
than
the
me.
fuck to get this? Can you not use the internet?
But then again, the only people that would have access to it would be the ones that have that kind of money to spend on their clothes.
I mean, these wealthy, awful human beings.
And there
What
aren't
are their
too many
jobs? They
devoted
have this
fashion
much money.
plates out in the middle of suburbia, I imagine.
I don't know. I don't have a job.
What's your husband's job then?
Doctor.
Oh, I suppose.
Bree
Well,
is a
actually,
widow.
Aren't they saying the doctors get paid nothing nowadays?
I don't know. It depends on the country, I think, and the doctor.
Hmm.
But we're like a private practice doctor in America. I assume we're raking it in.
Oh, so he's a scumbag.
Yeah, I think we're scum.
Bree's
husband was also a doctor.
And what Bree
And
doesn't
she's
work.
a widow now. I don't think she works.
And the other one's a children's
Susan's
author.
a children's
And
book
I
writer.
remember she was married to a plumber,
Maybe.
so she can't be that rich.
Lynette, I think, works, but I don't know what she does. And her
what-
husband works
And what
too.
about, is there another one that we're forgetting?
Gabrielle? I think she just has like rich, like trophy husbands or something.
I remember her backstory was that she was really poor and she was like a gold digger, right?
Okay. She was married to a lawyer first, Carol and Susan. Oh yeah, because it's basically the neighbours' names. Carlos is just a generic businessman.
Bree
maybe one or
becomes
two.
a chef, caterer, girl boss at one
But
point.
on the bright side,
Good for Bree.
since I haven't made the dress
And she
yet,
made those
you get the
tomatoes.
chance to
But
customize
Daniel
it to
made
your
nicer
liking.
tomatoes. We saw that in a thing. She was really pissed off about it because she was holding a party, or like the poker night, and Daniel put down some nicer like hors d'oeuvres than her. And she went,
Well, that's probably just because she's a homophobe.
yeah, and she's like, I've been outdone by a gay. How dare he? I hope he turns into a pillar of salt.
So this guy is a fashion designer and a chef?
I guess so.
A professional chef? Or just
No,
as a
I
hobby?
think he's just good at cooking because he's gay. I think that's the implication.
So he's good at cooking and he's a fashion designer, is it?
Yeah.
And what else does he do?
I don't know, he's just kind of a more metropolitan guy. He's just like, you know,
Well,
he's
you
more
all-
knowledgeable
I thought the
because
point
we're
was-
suburban.
Yeah, but I thought the whole point of suburbs was that you go to work in the city and then come home to the
Yeah,
suburbs.
but we're desperate housewives, so we just spend all our time here in this hellscape. Like the husbands go off and do shit in the city, we just stay here in this mire.
It's a bit like Mad Men then, I guess.
Yeah, kind of. I can't wait.
Each color of the spectrum conveys a different set of
The
ideas.
fuck is this?
and
It's just like a
emotions,
World of
all
Warcraft
which
fetch
can
quest
have
now. What
a
has happened to this
compelling
game?
effect on the audience while you're on the catwalk.
That's all very interesting, is it?
Not
Why
really.
male models?
And lucky you.
Are you serious?
get
I
to
just
choose the
said
color
that.
of the dress.
That was an ad lib, I think, wasn't it?
I think it was.
It's one
yeah.
of the funniest lines in a movie, I
Because
think.
he forgot what he was supposed to say, so he
Yes.
just repeated his
The
previous
other
line.
girls didn't get to have this much input, you know. So, do you know which colors you want?
Yes. Black, purple, green, maybe?
Black, purple, green.
So, what color did you want the dress?
Blue, yellow, red, or green? Green. Green's probably my favourite colour. I like green, like a deep leafy green.
I never watched
Great. I'll make a note of that.
thingy.
Neighbours?
No, yeah.
You also have the same opinion on Australian soaps.
Well, they're so happy.
Yeah, they're too happy.
They're ridiculously happy.
Like,
Like I saw an episode of Home
When
and
I've
Away
talked,
where something awful was happening, and they were still so cheerful.
like in Emma's mind, the American soaps are way too good looking, and too rich.
Definitely
The
too
Australian
rich.
soaps are way too happy.
They're
and
way
then,
too happy.
British soaps are the perfect meld of fucking horrible dark misery
Oh,
and
shush.
nightmares.
That's a bit of an exaggeration.
Everybody is fucking miserable constantly in
No,
the
they're
British
not.
soaps.
No, they're
Especially EastEnders.
You've never even watched a British soap.
Incredibly fickle.
You've never even watched a British soap. How would you know?
I've seen bits before you tell me to leave the room.
That's because you just laugh. You've never watched an episode. How would you know?
No, I've watched a couple of episodes of Coronation Street when I was a kid. Because my nana
And
would
was
watch
they
them.
constantly miserable?
Yeah. Well, Coronation Street is miserable, but also a sense that they're all quite old and conservative.
Well, that's just soaps. Soaps are are for old people who are concerned.
I don't know why British people like Australian soaps. They're very boring. They are. I've seen quite a bit of Neighbours.
Well, I saw a bit of Neighbours and Home and Away, but I was never a fan of them.
They are
because
quite dull.
They used to be on
Nothing
RT
really
before
happens.
The Simpsons would come on.
Nothing really happens in Australian soaps. It's like they just go about their... It's, I guess, more slice of life than some of the others.
No, they're just as ridiculous, but they're...
Are they? They just seem mainly people like going around this suburb going like, how's it going, mate?
They're just really nice.
Oh,
and
Towdy,
sort
do you
of-
want to go to the beach
They're
later?
just sort of really nice and laid back. What I like about the English soaps is everyone's mean.
Yeah,
Not
everybody's
mean, but sort of...
everybody's sort of beaten down by life in the British soaps.
No, they're not.
They are. They're cruel and horrible.
They're not cruel and horrible. Who's cruel and horrible? Is it
Everybody.
maybe Phil, but nobody else.
And then everybody's always like fucking beating their
No,
kids
they're
or an
not.
alcoholic
No,
or
they're not.
something.
They're
It's
not.
horrible
He's-
watching a British soap.
No, he's making it up.
Whereas the Australians are all like, I'm just going to chill
No,
out in
the
this
Australians
cafe.
are the exact same storylines, but
Yeah,
still
but
really
they're-
happy.
Yeah, but they're just like, life will go on,
Mhm.
won't it? Like, it's all fine, really.
Nasty Nick was lovely. I didn't watch EastEnders when he was in it.
Even I know the name Nasty Nick.
That's decades ago.
Emma's completely corrie filled. Emma has said the Coronation Street's been terrible recently.
It has been.
Whereas she said, and this is a word for word,
Oh,
EastEnders has had an amazing year.
yes, it has. I'm just getting defensive because you're all mocking me, so I'm lashing out.
Ah, no!
I'm defensive.
Poor Emma.
I'd actually agree with most of your criticisms if you were nicer to me. But you're all being mean to me, so I'm getting
Mhm.
cross.
My family watched the soaps till I left in the 2000s. Dreya is kind of right.
And so the hunt for the fabric continues.
I'm not
Right.
mocking all the stuff that you like.
Yes, you are.
No,
You're
I'm
constantly
not.
mocking stuff.
Like what?
Basically everything. You
No.
mocked Desperate Housewives.
No.
And you mocked games as a concept.
I said this Housewives was stupid. I didn't mock it. Australian
do.
shows like Black Snow
And
and
Tropo.
it's just full of bad people being bad
I
to
assume
each other.
Tropo is what Australians call the tropics. Because that just sounds like something that would happen. I'm going up Tropo.
I mock things way less than Kane does. He
That is
mocks
true.
things way more than I do.
I'll keep an eye out for the dress fabric,
Thanks.
apparently. Daniel needs a little help finishing up your dress. It should look absolutely fabulous. Meet Daniel in the cul-de-sac, tell him what kind of dress you want, then help him do whatever it takes. There has to be someone in the Wisteria Lane that would have what you're looking for, but who? I don't fucking know. Bree, maybe? She's rich, but she dresses very conservatively. I'm getting
Hey,
a phone call.
I heard you were looking for something.
Gabrielle! She's the fashion woman. Gone Tropow. I've never heard of it, but yes, it is. There we go. We can compromise. You're both horrid in different ways. A good pair. I'm going Tropow.
Wait, I'm horrid.
No! No!
And Kane's not horrid.
Switch. I heard you were looking for something. How'd you know?
Word has a way of getting around.
I've literally just found out about it.
She's a spy.
You know how that can be.
Right. Yeah. So what can I do for you?
Listen, I talked with Daniel. He told me what you were looking
We've
for.
literally just
and I
gone
think
away
I
from
can help
Daniel.
you out.
Maybe she
Come
texted
over
him.
and we can have a chat and maybe we can work something out.
This feels like I'm going to be molested like Burden.
Gabrielle does have a very murdery vibe, I think.
Okay. That would be wonderful. I'll be right over.
Great. See you.
I mean, I've got $6,000. I can afford some fabric.
Six
Fine.
grand.
Yeah, it's up there in the corner. My husband's allowance has built up a bit.
He gives you 6 grand as an allowance.
No, he gives me like a few hundred a day, I think, but it's building up.
Well, you haven't spent anything. What about food?
Oh, I hire like caterers and like gardeners.
So are you even a housewife? Are you doing any housework?
Not really. I killed some bugs because the gardener was too busy having sex with me to do it himself. That's like the first in a while. I cleaned the shower and the bed earlier.
You cleaned the shower and the bed?
Yeah.
Where's
so that happened.
That's nice.
Right, Gabriella, please. Gabrielle, whatever her name is.
Their lives must be really boring.
I imagine this is why they're so evil, is because their lives are a never-ending
that's the
misery.
trope, yeah. Well, no, it wouldn't be so bad in the modern day and age because they can go out and do stuff.
Now,
But imagine,
Carlos?
like in Victorian times, you just have to stay in the house. They would do this in, if the servants did all the cooking and cleaning and what have you to do. Victorian women used to do this thing where they'd call on each other. They're kind of doing that in Desperate Housewives
Yeah,
too.
this is basically the same shit.
Yeah, but like I remember we did a book in university. I can't remember. It was called The Awakening by Kate Chopin or something. It was quite a progressive book for Victorian times. It's about this woman who like leaves her husband and has an affair. Of course, she dies at the end because it's Victorian.
No,
times.
also spoilers.
No one cares. But when she decides that she's going to leave her husband and that she's sick of her life, she stops calling in and all the women in the neighborhood, and they're all like, they come and visit her, and they're all like, "Why haven't you called in to see us?" It's like this big sort of taboo, and it seems kind of the same in this.
Yeah,
They're
like
all
we're
just-
constantly going around to each other's houses.
What else is there to do?
Yeah, it's like children in the summer holidays. It's like, what else are you supposed to fucking do to kill time?
Like,
You don't do anything.
OMG, I think I read that book. It was an alright book.
We've met Carlos, by the way. Oh, look at that goatee.
I don't like the goatee.
The goatee is fucking disgusting. Look
If
at
the
that
gardener wasn't 15, I could understand why she's cheating.
nightmare.
But 15 is creepy.
He's punching, isn't he?
Oh,
I
that's a
know.
horrible
I
thing to
know.
say.
I said it specifically because you hate that phrase.
I mean, he is less attractive than her.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's supposed to be she married him for his money, isn't it?
Ugly shirt, ugly goatee, ugly everything. Really, don't
She
like
married
this guy.
him for his money, though.
I assume so.
Do the other wives love their husbands?
I don't know.
Does Bree like her doctor husband that's dead?
I don't know.
I can't.
I haven't seen anything of them really.
Are you going to tell me what you plan on preparing for the potluck or what?
You do it yourself, fucker.
What's a potluck?
I don't know, some American thing.
Preparing.
I was just gonna buy something.
Carlos, sweetie, why would you assume I would prepare anything for this potluck dinner? Ew.
What's a potluck
Even the
dinner?
words sound
Don't know.
icky.
Look, I just need you to do this, okay? It would mean a lot to me.
I'm serious, Carlos.
I really don't think it's too much to ask for. I mean, you are a housewife.
I mean, true, I guess.
Well, it's not.
You don't just tell
It's
me,
not
"Hey,
a
Daddy,
contract that she has to do whatever he
we're having
wants.
a potluck at his house, and we're going on such short notice. You know how I feel about the kitchen. I always like it shiny, clean, and elegant, which means no one should actually use the oven or stovetop. That's why God invented home delivery.
A potluck is a party where all the members bring a dish and share.
A potluck is where everyone brings a dish and everyone shares a meal together. It sounds kind of nice, I guess.
I read that book when I was 16. I totally didn't understand that she left her husband. I thought it was just about some woman hanging out on the beach.
Beautiful on the outside, empty inside. Huh. Why does it remind me of someone?
Is she such a shit wife, which she is if she's cheating on you? Why don't you just divorce her? And
Trophy
Carlos?
wife.
I never got the
Like us.
concept of a
You think
trophy
mocking
wife.
me
What
is the
did you
way to
just
get
say?
me to do
Nothing.
this favor for you?
I never got the concept of a trophy wife. Like, obviously, I get the concept, the stereotype of a gold digger, because, yeah, if you marry a rich man and you spend his money, that's obviously advantageous. But what's the point of having a trophy wife? Or are there men impressed if you have a hot young wife?
I have no idea.
Like, I don't get it. Who cares if you have a hot young wife?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of a trophy wife?
I've got a hot wife.
Oh,
Emma! You're
Like-
my trophy wife.
oh, a trophy wife is supposed to be that you don't love her, that she's just there and literally as a trophy. It's a horrible expression.
No, you can be
actually.
both.
It's a horrible expression.
It's like I can just hold you up and show you off and go, look, this is my wife.
Mm.
Maybe
But,
go,
like,
put me down.
Are men really so pathetic that they will be impressed?
Probably, yes. You
by
can just
their-
end that sentence.
Yeah, but are men? Is the average man really so pathetic that he'd be impressed by his buddy having a hot young wife?
Maybe. You'd be like, dude, that's like totally rad.
That's pathetic. That's so pathetic.
Uh-huh. That would be the mindset. The hotter and younger, the better for all these guys. Ugh.
Why?
So no MILFs.
Well, I know, and apparently it is statistically true that when men remarry, they choose a younger woman
Oh,
than their
that's
first one.
bleak.
Well, but that's
Come
not
on,
about
Daddy. How long does
hotness.
it
That's
take to
because
cook
they
one
can
dish?
control her
Couple of
more.
hours at the most. You've got more than enough
And
time
also
in your
because
hands.
then she can have their sons. You know, like Al Pacino, where they keep on marrying younger and younger women who can have their babies while they get older and
Breed.
older and older.
I need breeding stock.
Mama wouldn't have had any problem with this, you know.
Then go.
What a fucking weird thing to say.
He's a creep.
My mummy would have done this for me.
We'll go
Do
and ask your
not
mom to
bring
do
your
it
mother
then.
into this, Carlos.
I'm just saying there are certain things a woman should be able to do in her own home, and this is one of them.
Carlos!
Come on, these people are all business contacts. It's important for my career. We both know that when my career is going well, things tend to trickle down to you. Little things like diamonds.
Oh, these are horrible people.
Perhaps I was being too harsh.
Ugh.
You'll come around.
Glad you could make it.
I can't cook either, so this isn't going to help.
She could just hire someone, I suppose, to cook for her.
Yeah, and just pretend. Get some fast food from the local Krusty Burger and disguise it as her own cooking.
Like Principal Skinner.
Yeah, devilishly... What was it?
Steamed
Devilishly
hams.
clever Seymour?
Steamed hams.
I was happy to get your call.
I'll save us some time and cut to the chase.
Okay, sounds good.
I've heard of men who put on a wedding ring when going out because they think women are more likely to seduce them because they're so attractive and they want to lead you astray.
Ooh.
Then the women get angry when they find out he's not married.
That's good to hear. Listen, I want to help Daniel out.
Okay.
I think the thing, though, is that the men still kind of win either way. Because, you know, if you have a trophy wife, you kind of win. Whereas, like, a gold digger, everyone hates a gold digger. Like, other men will judge the gold digger, and women will hate the gold digger. I mean, she has the big house and the money, but no one respects her. Everyone just thinks she's a, you know, that lovely word. a bimbo, to put it nicely.
Mm-hmm.
No one respects a gold digger. She's like the lowest of the low.
Mm-hmm.
She's barely above a mistress.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone hates a mistress.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't know these politics.
And they're women. Women are very harsh if you break, you know. I think women would be very harsh to mistresses. No one likes a mistress.
It's possessive transactional. This reminds me of executives at my clients. They're all so rich it makes them stupid.
When I was modeling full-time, I worked with a number of really famous clothing designers.
Oh, you were a model?
Yeah. Former model.
Not that
And
there's
a lot of
anything wrong
times,
with being a
after the
model,
show
but
was
just the
over,
fact that she
I
gave
had
up
a habit of
modeling to
keeping
marry
some of
this
the
creep.
dresses I modeled. Just the ones that were my
Or that he
favorites.
picked a
I'm not
model.
greedy.
So he picked someone that he thought would be stupid.
Mm-hmm. Keeping some of the dresses I modeled, just the ones that were my favourites. What is it with the people in this neighbourhood and stealing? You stole the dress, don't sugar. Isn't that... Yeah, there we go.
Well, if you want to get all technical, but that's not the point. One of the dresses is made entirely of the fabric that you and Daniel have been scrambling all over
How
town to
much?
find. I suggest we make a deal.
What's the deal? I can't cook. I'll do anything.
Yeah,
no,
she'll
just
she'll
what do you
ask
want
you
from
to
me?
make her potluck.
Name your price. Respect me, bitch.
Nothing like that, trust me. I like men far too much. I was thinking...
I wasn't suggesting that I eat you out or anything.
No, that's a
You
funny,
jumped.
that's a funny line. See, she actually wants you. She's repressing it. She's shoving it so far down.
I wasn't jumping there for once.
She's like, she wants a world where she can be a gold digger but marry a hot rich woman instead of Carlos.
Mm-hmm. They're awful in Series 1. Then they flip Carlos lower and make him super nice at some point.
Well, she seems awful too, to be fair.
She seems evil, yeah.
So they're equally matched.
I give you the dress, and you help me out of my situation.
What
The
situation?
potluck.
Yeah.
You overheard our little
Oh, I can't
discussion,
cook.
right?
I literally have cooked once in this game. I'm terrible. It was more like an argument, but yeah, I heard. She'll appreciate the sassiness.
My hot take is all these women are oppressed lesbians. It would
Probably.
make sense.
It's a simple trade. You prepare a nice dish for me to take to Carlos's potluck, and I give you the dress.
I can't cook. I order all of my food.
Just
I'm
order,
like a modern millennial.
just order your food then.
Listen, that dress is just taking up space in my closet. So if you can just bring me a nice enough dish, I'd be more than happy to part with it.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Great. The dinner's coming up soon. A little too soon if you ask me. But anyways, I'll need you to bring one of your spectacular
I can't
dishes by
fucking
my house.
cook.
ASAP. Don't mess up. If you bail on me, I'll be forced to hire a caterer, and that usually costs around $500.
If it's just a
why
thing,
not just order in the
if
first
it's
place?
just a thing where you just make food at home and bring it to a house, then it doesn't have to be fancy, does it?
I guess not.
So,
But like, we need to impress his business partners. Like, look at my hot young model wife. She can also cook. Aren't you jealous?
Why would that
And then
be
that'll make them
impressive?
give him more money? I don't know.
Why would that be impressive if your wife brought a nice thing to your potluck?
Mm-hmm. What if I just buy some biscuits or something?
Yeah, like this is saying just buy a dish. It's not a fancy dish. Yeah, even I knew a potluck wasn't a fancy thing.
No, caterers cost money. Besides, if the food is perfect, Carlos will know I didn't make it. I need the flawed cooking that only
Yeah,
someone
that's
like
quite
you
funny.
is capable of.
She's such a
So,
bitch.
break an egg, or whatever it is you tell chefs.
All right, I'll get that dish to you soon.
He's trying to get them to want to
Oh,
fuck his wife so they'll give him
Jesus.
money. But she's so skinny.
To make something for her, select cook for Gabby on the stove before you make your dish.
She's not as skinny as some of the others thought. I remember the woman playing Brie looked ill. And Terry Hatcher, the woman playing Susan, she also looked ill.
People bring like macaroni and potato salad. Potato salad is such an American thing. I don't even really know what potato salad is. I just know that people make fun of it on American shows.
There is this weird competition in cooking when it comes to Housewives, where you want to impress the other wives with good cooking. Well, I can get that because you want to be the top wife.
This will let you cook a dish to be given to Gabrielle. When you
But
click
why would,
serve,
like,
it'll add the dish as an item. Oh.
His business colleagues care about his wife's cooking.
The simplest and least fulfilling. Oh god, I can't do anything! You must complete all apprentice recipes with a B or higher to unlock these dishes.
I would think the Irish would love potatoes.
I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'd love it.
I guess it's salad with potatoes.
Hang on. Tab out. What is
Potato
salad?
cubes and mayonnaise, I think.
Potato
Potato cubes.
Potato salad.
Cubes.
Cubes.
Where are cubes of potato?
It doesn't look awful. I'm not anti mayonnaise.
I don't like mayonnaise that much.
Emma's
myself.
anti mayonnaise. This is potato salad if you're not familiar. That thing there. It's got some, looks like some red onion in it. Got some, I don't know why it's yellow, maybe some turmeric or something.
If you
can jazz it up.
If you have a hot wife, it means you're good at business transactions because your relationship is one. And the hotter the wife, the better the salesman.
Oh.
It's like a primal thing as well. Look, I've claimed the ripest mate.
Look how ripe. Imagine how ripe her uterus is. Look how much of my seed could fill that before it overflows. I assume that's what it means then. Resume. I guess we'll cook for Gabby, but like, this is gonna be real bad. What can I make? Banana meatloaf, some French toast, some jalapeno soup because she's spicy, so we can make that.
You being racist?
No, I meant she was like feisty. What do you mean racist?
That's a stereotype of Latinas.
Is it?
Feisty Latina.
Sorry, everybody.
You didn't realise she was a Latina, didn't you?
I didn't know. Why is she Latina? Is that like obvious from the show?
Well, Carlos is a very stereotypical... She's a Mexican-American woman.
Is she?
And Carlos is very stereotypical.
Is Gabrielle like a Mexican-American Latina name?
No, but Carlos is a stereotypical Hispanic.
Well, I assumed him, but I didn't know Gabrielle was.
Well, she
Isn't that a French name?
What,
I don't know.
She is a Latina.
Okay.
They're
fine.
Mexican-American.
They're both Mexican, apparently.
Mexican-American. Probably like going back.
Heat broth in pot. Chop celery, chop onion, chop jalapeno, and cut cheese. Cheese in soup? Bit too close to French onion soup.
Something interesting if they did something with that.
What?
You know, like them being non-white in a WASP environment.
Oh, them being ethnic, as the Americans would say.
It could be like an interesting...
It is a common Latina name, apparently.
It would be a really interesting thing to do. Like, instead of everybody... Because everyone else is white, it seems.
Yeah.
Yes, there are black people in this.
There's a Dutcho. Do you count them as in the same species?
But, like, it would be interesting them not being wasps or whatever, white, so that they can be, like... Do they do anything with that in the show?
I have
them
no
being
idea.
Mexican... I'm asking the people who watch it.
Alright, I'm going to heat the broth in the pot. This will do fine. I don't know how this
Why
works.
do you keep saying broth?
I've decided that's how David Attenborough might say it. Stir. Chop celery. Oh god, I shouldn't have done this. I've set myself a fucking time limit. That's bad. Woo! Stir! What's going on? What's going on? Why is it doing this? Am I stirring properly? Fuck! Have I done it wrong? I don't know what's happening. Chop jalapeno. It's burning! How do I do this? How do I take it off? How do I take it off? Fuck! 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 Jalapenos chopped. Chop onion. Chop onion. Chop onion. Chop onion.
There is one black family. They're dodgy.
Ed.
Did you hear
them.
that?
No, I can't. I need to focus. Ed, cut cheese. Then add cheese. Stir in cheese. Stir. We done? Great. That was great. Oh, overall quality A-. I felt like I fucked that up, but thank you. She's gonna love this soup. Serve. Amazing. Gabby's potluck dish. She'll be fucking amazing. She'll be so happy. Like, this is the best jalapeno soup I've ever had. I live in Texas and eat a lot of Mexican. What the fuck is jalapeno soup? I've also never heard of this. I thought it was going to be like tomato soup from the look of it, but like with added jalapenos blended in or something. But nope, it just seems to be mainly jalapenos and chicken broth. Sounds gross. Right, let's go over to her house, please. Gabriella's right there. It's like listening to my wife in the kitchen. Just drops a spoon. Fuck this fucker. I thought it was going to be like pico or salsa.
Are all the flowers
Don't know what
dead again?
is. Maybe, possibly. My gardener, honestly, just seems to be all interested in fucking me and not doing his job.
So tell me, are you ready to hold up your end of the deal?
As promised.
And this is yours. It's a pleasure to
It worked! She liked it!
Clapping her hands.
Yippee! Because we did it. Yippee! Of course. Yeah, thanks.
This reminds me of the old days. Except instead of sushi in the green room, we have Breeze muffins. But at least I get to see my picture in print again.
Is that so?
And it's finally for a good reason. Usually when Wisteria Lane is in the news, it's not exactly a happy occasion. It's the truth.
Like that housewife madam I read about a while back?
Do you know what that is?
Is that a woman who owns a brothel?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what Madame is.
Oh, God, don't remind me. I felt so bad for Maisie when it all came out, but she got what she deserved.
Maisie? Tell us more about this Maisie.
Yeah, that's her. But that was the least of it. We had some
Maisie
interesting
Gibbons,
times
apparently.
on Wisteria Lane before you moved here. Hopefully, things will settle back to the boring way things used to be. After all the fashion shows I've done, let me tell you about how they usually wind up turning out. A fashion show is hell to organize, so Daniel could probably use a helping hand getting everything together for
Why
the
the
show.
fuck is this fashion show happening?
Daniel needs something to do.
Is he just bored?
At the same time,
He might be
there's
on the
always
run.
someone
We didn't
that,
really ask.
for one reason or another, wants to see the show fail. I doubt there's anyone like that around here, but you should keep a lookout anyway.
Ooh. Drama.
But to be honest, I don't really have plans to do either of those. I'll be too busy getting back into my modeling mindset and all.
They had gravy mayo on sale over Christmas here. I like all the mayos. I need a lot of condiments after being raised in a sauceless household. I think the only sauces that got used a lot in my house were
Ketchup.
mainly brown sauce.
I hate brown sauce.
I hate brown sauce as well. My
mother put fucking brown sauce on everything.
My dad would constantly be eating rasher sandwiches with brown sauce.
Bacon sandwich.
Whatever, you're not a Brit.
Bacon butties?
Exactly, you're not in fucking
Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit.
What the fuck is brown sauce?
I love ketchup. I hate ketchup.
Brown sauce is disgusting. You don't want to know.
I like a brown sauce on an egg.
Oh.
Hang on. Brown sauce.
It's manky. It's manky. Pure
Brown
manky.
sauce.
Manky.
It's like off ketchup mixed with vinegar.
Disgusting.
This is brown sauce. At least these are the images it's chosen. Hang on. HP brown sauce. Or Branston brown sauce. Chef is probably the biggest brand here, right? You get Chef brown sauce, this one.
It's horrible.
Dark and spicy. It's not really spicy.
What does
Is
that
it what
say on
people-
it? Click back onto the chef one. Bold Irish flavour since
Oh, Chef
1921.
Irish. Is brown sauce what people there call Worcestershire sauce? No, that's different. I think. Worcestershire sauce is different. Yeah, it's different from brown sauce. Yeah, different thing. Originally it was Houses of Parliament sauce. A dark brown condiment with a peppery taste similar to that of Worcestershire sauce or A1
It
sauce.
says it has molasses in it.
Apparently it has tomatoes, molasses, dates, apples, tamarind, spices and vinegar. Ugh. Commonly served in the UK and Ireland, normally dark brown, tart or sweet with a peppery taste, similar to that of Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
So yeah, eaten with meat pies, full breakfasts, bacon sandwiches and chips.
Oh, a full breakfast is lovely.
Yeah, like a full Irish with brown sauce. Ugh, a fry up. Awful.
Click on the. Let's look at the full breakfasts.
Please don't.
I love the full breakfasts. I can't make it big, can I?
No.
A full breakfast or a fry-up is a substantial cooked breakfast meal, often served served in Great Britain and Ireland. Depending on the region, it may be referred to as a full English, a full Irish, a full Scottish, a full Welsh, or an Ulster fry.
An Ulster fry is just oilier.
It is, yeah. It became popular during the Victorian era. The typical ingredients are bacon, sausages, eggs, black pudding, tomatoes, mushrooms, and fried bread or toast. And the meal is often served with tea. Baked beans, hash browns, and coffee are common with non-traditional inclusions.
Oh, the baked beans aren't... I mean, I hate the baked beans. They're disgusting. But I like hash browns a lot. They're amazing.
Variants. There's the English one. They're all the same. Like.
They're all exactly the fucking same.
In the UK, a fry-up is sometimes called a full Monty.
Isn't that slang for nudity?
Well, that's not enough of the movie.
Yeah.
Ireland.
Brown soda bread, fried potato farls, white pudding and box tea are often included. Definitely white pudding. Box tea would be more of a regional thing, I think.
And Ulster. Actually, I didn't have an Ulster fry in Belfast.
No, you had a bap.
Oh, it was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
This, like, kind of, what was it? It was like bread, and then inside it was bacon, and oh, it was disgusting.
It's basically just a huge rasher sandwich.
Yeah. Stop saying rasher, say bacon.
That's a type of bacon.
It just sounds so like, when you say rasher, it just sounds so like...
Like what? That's a Belfast bap.
Oh, it was disgusting.
Fucking disgusting.
It was horrible.
It just looks like you get a heart attack from it. And also, the bread is way too hard and crusty. Don't really get it.
I didn't like it. No.
Not nice.
I didn't finish it.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, there. Let's go back to the game for a second.
Hold on. We're not... full Scottish.
Oh, who cares? They probably just have more oats in it or whatever they eat there. Oats and sadness.
And the Welsh one. Oh, it's just cute.
Oh, they have lava bread. That looks nice.
A few places in Hong Kong offer it from formal restaurants. Oh my god, can you imagine getting a fry-up in a formal restaurant? That'd be so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm taking the mouse now.
The style of breakfast is brought over by Irish and British immigrants to the United States and Canada. Oh, the Americans, Canadians wouldn't do it properly.
No, they wouldn't. That would be weird. Wales adds lava bread and maybe cockles.
It says it here, yeah.
Cockles?
Cockles? That's fish, isn't it?
Well, they're a bit like mussels, I guess. Cockles? Come on now. Gross.
You're never progressing. What plot?
The game has decided no plot is happening.
We've been going for 4 hours.
The game has decided no plot happens today. Because they haven't given us any plot, really.
Well, she took the jalapeno soup. And
it's all about fucking housewife stuff this time. It sucks.
Well, housewives aren't swapping the soup for dresses.
Yeah. Alright.
Cockles look fucking minging. Has Emma ever tried Updog? What's that?
Oh, Emma.
What?
Please.
What?
Please.
Why are you being so horrible?
Emma, please.
What? Why are you saying it like
Emma, please.
You have 5 seconds. Say sorry.
I'm sorry.
What's Updog?
Emma, no! You said it, no!
What is it?
Not much. What about you?
Oh, I think I get it. No, I don't really get it.
Say it again.
Not much, dog. What's up? That's not funny.
Chat, be nice to Emma.
That's not funny. But I don't. It's just stupid.
Yeah, but it's like a school ground prank.
You're mean.
I love you.
You're mean.
It's another flavor of D's or Ligma, exactly.
Oh, like D's nuts.
Yes, or Ligma. Have you heard about Ligma? Intense silence.
Just shut up forever. You're so mean to me.
Right, let's go. Hello, Daniel, again. Talking about this boring fucking dress. Let's go. No murders, no molestation, just a fucking
You
dressmaking
apologised to
competition.
me.
For what?
I hated the way you went, over and over. Do I do that to you when you don't know something?
You found
Yes.
it. How wonderful.
Yeah, you shut up then, didn't you? Emma just got cyberbullied in real time. Oh. You could say that. It cost me an arm and a leg. No, I managed to wrestle it away from Gabby. Yeah, I would just say Gabby and I traded.
Did you? Well, I won't let you regret it. And oh, there's one more thing left I need from you to help finish things up.
What?
I have an accessory already picked out for you that will go perfectly with your new dress. Would you
Oh,
be
I'm just
able
your
to stop by
errand
the
girl,
shopping
aren't
center to
I?
pick it up?
Fine, I'll be there and back. Let's go to
Okay,
the
then.
mall.
Talk to you
I don't
in a
know
bit.
why you're being so nice to this guy. I don't like him at all.
Yeah, he's gotten more annoying and pushy.
He's treating you like his PA.
Yes. Right, where's my car? Is it even open? The mall?
How are your flowers? Are these your flowers?
Yeah, they look fine-ish.
They look a bit boring though, don't
They
they?
do, but apparently it's good enough. Right, final touch. Select the talk to owner thing. Where? The boutique. Fashion outlet, pharmacy, boutique.
Oh
Beverly's
my god,
boutique.
you can drive.
Talk to owner, perfect. I think it might be closing very soon, so be very quick. Daniel looks less like a fashion designer, more like an unemployed drifter who shoplifted.
So what
from
you
the
have for
cash.
breakfast in America? Pancakes?
Oh, it's fucking cake or some shit, probably, right? Sugary bread and syrupy pancakes.
Oh,
Sweet
cheesy!
shit.
The
How can
Americans
I
are always
help
eating
you?
pancakes for breakfast.
Yeah, they have sweet breakfast there. Donuts.
No,
They have
they're
donut-
not donuts.
We watched a video on this
Oh,
recently and you went like,
yeah.
what the fuck? They eat donuts for breakfast there? Are they insane?
That's crazy.
Yeah, you were shocked by it.
So what do you have for breakfast in Australia?
Kangaroo steaks.
Because like not having a fry up just seems weird.
You
the
don't
fact-
have a fry up every day. You have toast or something.
No, I know, but like this Wikipedia article is saying that the fry up is just Britain and Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
It seems pretty universal to me.
Mm-hmm.
Just an egg and a bit of meat and some baked beans and some toast. Like
Oh, the beans are so gross.
like it's not exactly. Why is it only in 2 places in the whole world?
It's the same as like chippers. They don't really exist outside of
That's
here.
weird too. It's such a basic concept.
They haven't figured it out.
It's just yeah, it's just chips and burgers.
The rest of them look down on that, you know?
Who do?
The rest of the world, they go, ooh.
But chippers are lovely. You're being a snob.
Mm-hmm. I have a package I was sent to pick up for Daniel Fox.
We did watch you have Freddos for
Right.
breakfast over Christmas.
Oh,
It was
I've never
Christmas.
seen that when it came
Yeah,
in and thinking,
exactly.
It was
wow,
Christmas.
You ate
Daniel
5
Fox.
Freddos in a
I'm
row.
going to tickle you if you don't be
Okay.
quiet.
Oh my god, no way. And I told all my friends, and they couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's very lovely, Beverly.
I mean, who
Fry
would
up just
think
looks like a
Daniel
breakfast
Fox would
platter.
come
We get
to
hash
my
browns,
store?
eggs, sausage, or bacon. So it is the same thing. So
Their bacon looks weird, though, right? They have streaky bacon.
eggs and bacon on toast, bagels, yogurt, muesli. Depends what you're into. Toasty, like a ham and cheese toasty.
Why are you getting so in depth?
About what?
What type of toasty?
Because I want to know what type of toasty.
It's true. The Australians, they could call something fucked up and weird a toasty.
Why are you being so
Like
horrible?
a man covered in toast. Ah, it's the toasty. It's just what we call him. He's the every tan has a
Yeah.
toasty, and you just lick the butter off him.
Well, a ham and cheese toasty is not really like a breakfast thing. It's more of a lunch thing for me.
Yeah. Technically, he hasn't come here yet.
What's a toasty? Do you not have
I guess
toasties in
not. But
America?
there's still time.
A
I
toasted
guess.
sandwich with ham and cheese and maybe a bit of onion. What's you have for your lunch? Well, everyone has
So
breakfast
anyway,
cereal. You can
can
buy
you
that
tell me
It
anywhere.
is
the
a
shipping
fairly
number
American
so I
thing,
can
though,
find
isn't
the
it?
package?
Breakfast
Well,
cereal?
muesli is very European, but like,
Everyone has breakfast cereal.
yeah, but they're an American thing, aren't they?
Are
Like,
they?
I don't think there were breakfast cereals before America. Kellogg made them.
What do you mean
first.
before America?
Before America,
You-
there was no breakfast cereals. It was a Kellogg thing. He made the first one.
People have breakfast cereals all over the world.
Yeah, now, but it's an American kind of thing.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
We call that a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh,
Grilled
is
cheeses
that
look fucking weird.
is that
Don't you
what a
like
grilled
fry them in a
cheese
pan
is?
or whatever?
a grilled cheese? But it has ham in it, yeah?
I don't think so. No, it's just cheese.
Toasty is quicker to say.
I think they're different. A toasted sandwich is not the same as a grilled cheese. I've seen and had grilled cheeses. I would say they're different things.
I've never had a grilled cheese.
A grilled cheese is like you butter the outside of the bread as well, put cheese in the middle, and then fry it on both sides in a pan.
Oh.
So it's a bit different. Right, anyway, shipping number.
I'm
We don't
sorry.
have that.
I can't issue your package
hungry for
until I
breakfast
get
now.
your shipping number.
Mm-hmm.
Contact him and find out what it is.
Oh, for fuck's
Or
sake.
if
I
you
have a phone.
want, I can call him and find out for you.
Alright, fine.
I don't actually usually.
This
Neither of
top
us
is a
usually eat
fox,
breakfast,
you
do we?
know.
Hmm?
We neither of us eat breakfast, really.
No, not really.
We're not breakfast types.
Sometimes in work I will have some breakfast, some office toast.
Oh,
I like having office
do you
toast.
put butter on it or jam?
Butter. They have some vegan butter. In the
Kane
fridge.
really hates it when I have toast with butter and jam on it.
Yeah, jam is fine. I don't approve of it necessarily, but I'm fine with it. Butter is fine. That's the default. Butter and jam is a fucking war crime that shouldn't be allowed.
He looks so horrified.
It was absolutely disgusting.
Like I was eating dog
You know.
food.
It was absolutely horrible. This
Tell him
woman
I
is
said
the
hi
worst.
too,
I hate
okay?
this woman. Let me go. Please, go away.
I can see that being good, actually. I haven't had it in ages because Kane made me feel like a freak.
I did not.
You did. You look so horrified.
It's just horrible. Do I not even have his fucking number? Do I have to go back in the fucking car? What the fuck is the point of this shit?
Calm yourself.
Well, what is the point? This is just busy work.
What do you
They're
what-
making me leave the mall now and go back and get the shipping number and then come back, I assume. That's just so bullshit. I'll bring in a little snack for work and then a lunch for later. But
Why are
with
you
jam is
making
disgusting.
Dreya? Why are you letting Dreya let you feel bad about your food choices?
That is true.
You eat healthier than me. Not much, but you do.
Mm,
You
it's just
just.
because I don't have Freddos for breakfast.
Oh, whoa.
What?
That was one time. You
Emma, look me in the
you
eyes
just-
and say that's
you
only
just
been
don't
one
eat
time.
meat, and that's the only
Okay,
thing that's healthier.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, look me in the eyes and tell me that that's never happened more than once that you've eaten Freddos for breakfast.
I wouldn't call it breakfast.
Your first meal of the day.
It's not a meal either. It's a snack.
I think this tells you all you need to know.
I actually don't really have. How many meals you're supposed to have? Is it 3 or 4?
3? 2 or 3, I would say, is normal.
No, if it's 3, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually have.
Punch him, Emma.
I don't usually have all 3.
Yeah, neither do I, to be honest.
I usually just have snacks and then have dinner.
Mm-hmm. Dramatic plot developments happen, let me know. I think all this game is now is just fucking dress talk.
We should be finishing now anyway.
Yeah, probably. I'll
It's
just talk to
getting
this boy.
Very
I'm a
late.
bit bogged down
I mean,
right
not
now, but
late
you
as in
probably need the
nighttime,
shipping
but-
number, right?
Yep.
It is getting dark.
I
Look how
wrote the
dark it
shipping
is
number
already.
down
It
in
is
the
quite
kitchen at
dark
my
now.
house.
That's what happens in the winter in Ireland.
The
It's like
kitchen in his
And,
house.
Frank should
5
be there,
o'clock
so
and
the
it's already
door will be
dark.
open for you. Yeah, I'm really sorry. It must have slipped my mind.
Am I about to get murdered by Frank? Your
Anyways,
gay lover
Get a
brother.
hold of me once you get the package. I shouldn't be too hard to find.
Is he his brother or his lover?
He says brother, but I get the vibe of lover.
Maybe he's both.
Maybe.
Do they ever do anything? That seems like a very American soapy thing. I married my brother.
Did that ever happen on the British soaps?
Marrying their brother?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Type of
But
thing.
I don't remember it, but I haven't watched them since the 1960s. Probably it's happened.
In the kitchen. Teleport. Open door. Go into the kitchen, get the shipping number, get the thing, and then we can be done. Where's his kitchen? There's his kitchen. Oh, that's a nice enough kitchen. Pick up shipping notice. I did also steal some prescription pads, so I can get some more like muscle relaxants if I need them while I'm there. I wish there was an incest plot in one of the
What do you mean
Housewives
we
shows.
didn't get it? We didn't get it. Who is this? Come on, Frankie. You know who we are, and we know who you are. Let's get the
Okay.
crap. Listen, I can't talk right now. There's way too much attention around here. You really should have thought of that before you skipped down.
Ooh, he's on the run.
Don't call me anymore. We don't have anything to talk about.
Oh, well, see, we happen to think we do. But it sounds like we're gonna have to talk face to face if we're gonna get anything done.
The mob?
Talk to you soon, Frankie.
Wait, hello? Hey! Damn it.
Frankie.
Ooh. And then we're immediately teleported out. Good stuff. Okay.
Because he'll kill you if he knows you were like listening.
Mm-hmm. Right, to the car.
Maybe he's like that gangster in The Sopranos who runs away
Maybe.
because he's gay.
Yeah, what was his name?
Vito?
Vito? The gay one.
He literally was the only
He's
gay
the
one.
gay one, yeah. I liked those episodes. They were fun.
Yeah, they were.
And sad.
They were sad.
Right. Beverly's Boutique. Please give me the fucking thing so we can get this dress. I wish there was an incest plot. I just like that. I mean, incest is kind of in nowadays.
Sorry?
You know, Game of Thrones, and there's that Andy and Laylee game or whatever it's called.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be a good thing.
Did you find the shipping number?
People were into it. Did you find the shipping number? Yes, I did.
Alrighty then. Here's your package.
What's this taped to the top?
Oh yeah.
How cold is it in
Just a
Ireland right
little
now?
letter
It's
for
like 3
Daniel
degrees. I
saying
don't know what that
hi,
is in
that's
Fahrenheit.
all.
It is currently in our town 1 degree.
Put that into Fahrenheit, though.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Just put that. You can put it into the Google. 1 degree Celsius.
Degree in Fahrenheit. It is 33.8 degrees Fahrenheit. No idea. But that's apparently called
It's 7
into the Google. I know. I really love it, but I'm not allowed to mention it.
Go away, you bitch! It's 7 degrees Celsius here. It's 7 degrees in Texas? That's really cold, isn't it, for Texas? I mean, I know it's January, but isn't Texas like boiling?
Didn't all their pipes freeze recently?
Who's the
Texans, like last year. Didn't
Do
all
they
their
get
pipes
cold
freeze?
winters then?
I don't think they're meant to, but I think it's been happening recently.
Isn't there a wildfire in America?
Yeah, California's on fire right now.
Yeah, in
In January.
And apparently the sign is in danger of being set on fire.
Yeah.
The Hollywood sign.
Mm-hmm. It's -7 on the East Coast. The West is on fire.
Yeah, that's really weird. I know it's a big country.
Check
but
what
my
the
God.
Google says. What? I didn't say it. I love you. I love you. Go play your PlayStation.
Shut up.
Thanks again for your help, you weird woman.
20 Celsius here at 1 a.m. Oh.
That is nightmarish and I couldn't deal with it. Happiness need is low. Well, I'll be in a pretty dress soon, so that better buck me up.
Where are you in 6 feet, Dan? Because we're the same roughly, aren't we? 2 Celsius.
I keep thinking it was a summer fire because it's summer, but I forget it's reverse seasons over there.
I forget that it's that over there.
Mhm.
That really confuses my head.
Why?
Or as Irish
They're on the
people,
bottom bit.
as Irish people would say, it wrecks my head. I'm like,
Mhm.
it's winter there. That makes no sense. I mean, sorry, it's summer there. And that just confuses my mind.
Right. Oh, is it nighttime? Is it too late? Come on, get to Daniel, please. Don't make me sleep. Daniel, talk to you. I have the fucking
I
package,
thought we
please.
were finishing.
Yeah, but I wanted to wrap this shit up because it sucks.
The cat is crying.
I know.
Mr.
Love
Fox, I'd like to speak with you for a moment, if I may.
Ooh.
Who's he?
There's no need to be official with me. Just call me Frank.
Or is this the boyfriend?
Yeah, slash brother. Slash
Well, I'll be
husband.
frank with you, Frank.
Ugh.
There are some things that I need to know, and I think you might be able to give me some answers.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know you. And I don't talk to strangers.
Though I'm certain you don't know me. I'm not really from around here, per se. But I am very much familiar with who you are.
With who I am?
Yes. My visit to Fairview is the result of an interest in some of your most recent
Did he
activities.
kill a guy?
If I may, I have a couple of questions I'd like to ask you about your duties during your tenure at the bank.
Duties.
I really can't talk now. A friend of mine is working on a project, and I told him I'd help him out with some
Oh, a
of the
friend.
details.
A friend of his.
That's right. Your brother Daniel is holding that Sweethearts fashion show sometime soon, isn't he?
Sorry, I gotta go now.
Ooh.
Now it's getting interesting.
Hey, you're back.
Hey, your brother's
Are we
in trouble.
eavesdropping? I ain't
So
dropping
I
no
see.
eaves, sir.
Oh, fuck off.
You caught that all the time.
A little late to be trimming the verge.
You caught that all the time when you put on that silly Ian McGillen voice. Not that he sounds silly, but you sound silly putting on the voice.
You're going to look absolutely ravishing. You
Yeah, I
that?
know. You're damn right I will. Look at me.
Wow, don't be so modest.
Wow! Fucking catty bitch. I thought you'd like that. You're the gay.
So guess what? Since you were so helpful, I'll do you a little favor. You can keep the dress
Hi,
after the
G'day.
show as a gift.
Oh, lovely. Hope your day is fun and nice. Thank you so much. I'll keep
Not
this
that
dress
many
and I'll
people
look
can walk
fucking
around saying
amazing
they
in
have
it.
a Fox original, you know.
Oh, shut up, Daniel.
So,
Yeah,
make sure
Daniel,
you
you're
take good
annoying.
care of it.
Oh, I definitely will.
And his hair is stupid.
Yeah, it's very early 2000s.
Oh no, thank you. Hey,
We were talking about the weather, Gneas. How cold is it or not in where
I've
you're
actually been
living?
up to my neck in work lately. The show is turning out to be a lot more work than I originally thought.
Is everything okay? Are you being sabotaged?
Now, that's not to say that I want to quit. The show must go on, so to speak. Why, did you want to help me out?
No, don't do it. Leave. Just run
Well,
away.
there's no other way of doing it. Sorry, but no thanks. But that's just being horrible.
Just be horrible, huh?
What do you want and what's in it for me?
Well, as it turns out, I need to know what everyone
Oh
wants
my
to have read
god.
about
Well, we'll be doing that
themselves
next
as they
time.
walk the
It's
stairs.
1 degree Celsius and has been for weeks.
It is the same temperature here.
No, it's 2 here.
No, it's 1, we just saw.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
2 in Bristol.
Mhm.
Dan said it was 2 in Bristol.
Mhm.
Bristol.
Hello, my lover.
I like the name Bristol. Is
Seems
that
how
West
I'm
Country as
master of
well?
Yeah.
ceremonies for the event.
Full of
I kinda
Wurzels
need to
over
know
there.
that sort of thing.
The fuck is
I
a
would
Wurzel?
really
Keep
appreciate
quoting
it
that
if you
to
could
me.
get
What's a
those from the
Wurzel?
girls for me.
Wurzels.
Is it sweets or something?
Oh, I've got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Ooh,
Oh, they're a band.
The Wurzels. And also it might just be slang for people who are there. Yeah, ooh, Wurzels.
I swear the small chat is my social group sometimes.
The Wurzels are a Somerset-based band that plays a mixture of folk rock and comedy songs with a West Country theme.
The Combine Harvester and I am a cider drinker. Oh, Christ.
This was on Top of the Pops.
Is their inspiration?
So was Jimmy
the
Savile.
Wurzels. Through my tractor through your haystack last night.
This is what they all sound like in Bristol.
Now someone's telling me that you avoiding me. Come on now, darling, you got something I need. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you got 43. Well, I got a brand new combine harvester.
Do you want to see an Irish version?
No, it's not going to be like Richie Kavanagh or something.
No, it's
is
going
it?
to be worse.
Oh, how could it be worse than that? What do I
Okay.
type?
Langers.
Oh, fuck off, the Langer song. That's so Cork. Jeez. This isn't even Irish. This is very particularly Cork. Is it Tim O'Riordan?
I don't know. I think it's the first one.
Fuck me, I hate this
Hold on,
fucking
before
song.
you play it. Langer, Langer, in Cork slang, in the part of Ireland where I'm from, it means a load of things. It means
fucking Langer.
It means you're an idiot, but it also means you're drunk or means you're angry. It kind of means everything, doesn't it?
You fucking Langer.
Or I was
You have to say it
Langers.
like that.
Or I was Langers drunk.
I was Langered last night.
Yeah, it means kind of everything.
How's it going, kid? I was fucking Langered.
It's like grand. When an Irish person says they're grand, that could mean that they've had the worst day of their life or the best day of their life. They'll always just say grand.
Fucking hate this song.
All right,
For all ye Langers.
You just looking at the same thing with the combine harvester.
Business, roaring and bawling and spilling.
Yes, your lager can also mean your dick. Yeah.
And in everyone's business, you'll foresee
My dad
its
played
note
this when he was
down
a
in
kid.
Corky, be known as a langer.
It's still worse than the combine harvester song.
A langer. A langer. In Corky, be known as a langer. And our hero, Roy Keane, footballer.
It mentions fucking Roy Keane in the song.
Did it?
It just said our hero Roy
Known
Keane.
as a
Jesus
langer.
Christ.
And our hero, Roy Keane, footballer supreme, the finest this country and menus ever seen. And we'd have won the World Cup, but Mick McCarthy fold up. Roy was dead right to call him a langer. A langer.
It sounds like an old man in a book.
It does. I mean, I guess that's the vibe. I thought you were going to play the worst Irish song in the world.
What song is that? Chicken song. That's not ringing any bells. Oh, that.
Yeah, this.
This is all.
Johnny?
Yeah?
When was the first time you heard a naughty word?
First time I heard a naughty word was when I was a child.
I heard it from the chickens. Me granny, she went wild. Me granny says, now Johnny, the chickens they don't curse. Big horses, I to granny, 'twas the chickens said it first. Fuck, 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 ah, fuck, 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 ah.
No, that's way worse. That's awful. God, it's awful.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's the worst thing in the world. I don't know how they managed to make that. There's also Ein Fuckalella.
Oh no, that one's even no, please.
Which is about not knowing Irish or whatever. Because Ein Fuckalella, if you don't know, means any other words.
But it sounds like you're saying.
But it sounds like a swear.
In English.
When I was just a little lad, I used to go to school. I'd sit down there in
this guy had #1 hits in this country. Like this was a successful
so did
musician.
Mr. Blobby in England.
Yeah, but this is worse than Mr. Blobby. I played some of the Mr. Blobby song recently. This is worse.
I don't like Mr. Blobby. He makes me
Mr. Blobby,
he makes me uncomfortable.
Mr.
He looks like I don't know, a disease.
He looks like a disease.
He just look. He's not cute. He's a bit. He's a rip off of Grimace from McDonald's.
I guess so.
And Grimace also looks like a disease.
Blobby.
Said feeling like a fool. The teacher told us everything we know. She had a great big lump of a stick that was bent into a bow. She'd go in, fuckle ga, fuckle do, fuckle ella. And I not know no fuckle at all. She'd go in, fuckle ga, fuckle do, fuckle ella. And I not know no
sold out arena shows around the country.
Put in Mr. Blobby.
I can't put in Mr. Blobby.
I want Mr. Blobby to be in
Mr. Blobby song right
even
there.
though actually I don't like Mr. Blobby.
I mean the Mr. Blobby song.
This one?
Yes, that's the #1 Christmas hit in 1993 or
Is it
whatever.
a music video?
Yes.
Oh, look at him, he looks like he's ill.
I played this like 4 times.
Is that Noel Edwards?
Noel Edwards.
I hate him.
That was his sidekick.
1993 Christmas.
Yeah. It's got #1. Don't play it, you'll wake him from 1,000 years of slumber.
I know a Christmas #1 that I remember that I loved.
Why are we doing this now?
The Teletubbies.
What?
They were Christmas #1 in like 1998. Oh, I was so happy. We played it in school on a cassette. The teacher brought it in and she played it and we like danced around the place. No, it's the Christmas #1. The song.
What was the song called?
Just Teletubbies.
Song?
You just sung. Yeah, it was the Christmas Put in Christmas #1.
Oh my god.
Just
Christmas
#1.
#1. No, not up there.
Where
Was
is
it?
it?
I have no idea. This sounds like a fever dream. What the fuck was the Teletubbies Christmas #1?
Well, Google it, I suppose.
Doesn't say anything about this.
Well, you're using a shit search engine.
Search with Google then, sorry. Nope, not coming up either.
You haven't put in song.
Christmas #1. That's what I typed in.
Huh?
What do you want from me?
Sorry?
Teletubbies Say Eh-Oh is a hit single recorded by the Teletubbies. It's just a theme song. It's just a theme song.
That's the #1 Christmas #1 though, isn't it?
Yeah, it just says it came, to Christmas #1, but it's just the theme song.
Oh, is it?
HD music video. It's just the theme song to the show.
Oh, well, whatever.
Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies. Winky, 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 winky.
What the fuck was going on in that country?
What?
What the fuck was going on that they made this the Christmas #1?
It sounds as worse than Mr. Blobby.
If Mr. Blobby at least was a song.
Then Bob the Builder was Christmas #1. Can we fix it? Yes, we can.
That's shameful.
The Christmas #1 is just a stupid game. Despite what Love Actually and everybody.
They're making toffee custard, everybody. I always thought this was bizarre, this fish. Dipsy first, actually.
I'm sorry.
I'm so glad that's finished. What a terrible record.
PJs. What are you talking about? What now?
been sent a weird email from school and I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay. The fuck were we doing here? Oh yeah, we're gonna save and exit.
I can only offer you my thanks for right now.
This
But
guy
if the
was being
fashion show
bitchy
goes off
towards
without a
him. Yes.
hitch, I'm sure I'll be able to find something to give you as a token of my gratitude.
I'll be back in a bit then. Cool. We need Bree's summary, Gabrielle summary, Susan's, and this. Fine, well that'll be next week. I'm gonna save here. Call it the dress.
La la.
Okay, done.
Ding,
Close
ding,
and exit game.
La la.
Oh, thank you for watching, everybody. Fun stream, but kind of a fever dream, definitely. Let's raid somebody. Oh, if you'd like to watch more of me without Emma this time, shut up.
Come
for a second.
gutters.
What did you just say
I
about
said
me?
shut up for a second.
So
If you'd like to watch more of
Simon
me,
Cowell, the manager of the Teletubbies?
if you would like to watch more of me, I am on YouTube. You can type !YouTube, or I will link you direct to my latest video.
Why did you say
Come
without
gutters.
Emma this time? Like,
Because you're not on the YouTube.
yeah, but you said it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna push you
Yeah, but
away.
you said it.
Shush while I'm doing the outro.
Oh, lads, don't be
Thank
so
you for
they're
watching,
paying me real
everybody.
money.
You could go there on that link to my latest YouTube video. It's a fun one. It's a terrible game, but I enjoyed playing it.
Christ!
If not, if you would rather stay on Twitch, I will raid somebody. So,
What's that got to
thank
do
you
with
for
my knob?
watching. There, now you can talk. /raid. Who am I even raiding?
Come him up, boys!
Are you now sulking?
Ah!
Emma's sulking
Well,
now.
what did you mean by
nothing?
All right.
What did you mean by
awesome.
if you want to watch
Awesome.
without Emma this time? Because it's so much better without Emma. Is that what you meant?
Awesome.
Is that what you meant?
Kiss off,
Are you
twit!
listening to me?
Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for more Neverwinter Nights. I
Thanks
think.
for coming.
Shouldn't be
Bye-bye.
late either.
Bye.
Come gutters.